Okay, there we go. Oops. I always do that. I got freaked out again by my stream because I went live and I meant to not go live.
Just gaslighting your audience. Like
I know, right?
All the push notifications appear on their phones.
I know. They're all like, what the heck? I stopped it because someone was nice and they burned one of the alerts to make sure I heard it, but it's because on OBS, start streaming and start recording are literally one button away from each other, and I'm so used to pushing start streaming that it like doesn't register in my head. Yeah. Anyways, alright, stream is not happening right now. I'm just recording now, so we're good.
My bad.
My bad. Alright, so, anybody remember what we were doing the last time?
I'm reading. Hold on 1 second.
I know Katie's got her gigantic, log, probably. Pulling out her giant scroll.
Yeah, big scroll. Oops.
Unrolling it.
Dropping stuff, sorry.
Got your giant log.
So we went and talked to Tyoshi last time.
Mm-hmm.
And Honora was invited to a ball and we're going in her place.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tyoshi gave us I wrote hella old map.
Yes. He showed an old map to y'all.
Yeah. I have Raymore Quarry written down. There's an artifact there. We were gonna head to Lunar Island for the ball, but stop at the Shallows first. Right?
I think we decided to go to the ball first because if we get stuck at the Shallows for more than like 4 hours, we wouldn't make it in time for the ball.
That's right.
Yeah, I think you guys were gonna... I don't know, you guys decided something.
Yeah, I remember us going back and forth, but... Anyway.
Yeah.
And then we ran into a sister looking for a missing ship and her brother. Ebony Gem ship.
That's the Shallows quest.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. There was a couple letters, because Myrtle came in and plopped a bunch of letters.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard that.
And she wanted to come with y'all to the ball, but none of you took her.
Well, she should have asked properly.
Poor Myrtle.
Well, why don't you have some decorum and ask a lady out properly?
I mean, it's kind of too late unless... Well, I guess you could backtrack. Go pick her up and then keep going, but you might be late now.
Anyway.
Ask around either.
After we finished up meeting with Tyoshi, we headed back to get some rest, and Reyes went to his parents and wanted to fight the guy that attacked his dad. Atlas Mercenary Enterprise is written down.
Yes, that is where the guy that basically his dad works for that guy, or well, takes work from that guy occasionally. Yeah. So that's kind of like the place that mercenaries go. There's a couple of them on different islands. This is just one of them on that island. It's kind of a branch.
What is the one I don't see that?
I hear whispers.
Sorry.
That's okay.
After that nonsense with his dad, we boarded the ship and got attacked.
Yes.
And
It was a
Bomar got
very
fucked
hot
up.
day.
I have that note. Oh yeah, super hot.
Yeah.
And
Which I guess
we
makes sense because it wasn't raining or anything for a while.
Yeah. And we managed to kill all the harpies, and I think that's where we ended it.
Yep. Anybody have anything they want to add to that, or we good?
I don't think so.
Not super succinct, but
Did we take loot from the harpies? Is there loot on
nobody
the harpies?
asked.
I think
But
we ended right after we finished combat.
Yeah.
So we probably
You
still
ended-
can.
literally right after you were like, all right, we gotta go. Because I think Katie and Shadow had to go.
Yeah, we had shit to do.
Yeah, Katie had something she had to leave for. I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was.
I forgot too, but I knew that
Oh,
it was
yeah.
something.
yeah, it was the weekend after my mom had back surgery, so I was gonna go see her with my sisters.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh,
I
okay.
was like waiting on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
they pretty much left
doing really
right
good.
after. But that's good to hear. I was just about to ask.
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy. I've like been crying every time I see her because she can like get up and off the couch without like groaning and like struggling, and she's been using a walker for the last like year. She hasn't used her been barely using her walker at all. It's like fucking miraculous. Crazy. Sorry. Detour.
Or is that?
No, that's okay. I'm glad she's doing okay.
Yeah, she's doing really good. Alright,
That's very good news.
let's loot these harpies.
All right. So Shadow, do you remember that crafting thingy? I think I sent it to you somewhere.
Cooking one?
The what?
The cooking one or the?
No, there was a crafting one, but I can't find it at this moment. I'm looking for it. You probably have it somewhere though. But I think because the harpies would definitely have some crafting materials on them, but I'm trying to find the. Oh, there it is. Hold up. I had it in a folder. I just couldn't find the folder. I have a lot of folders for this game. Okay. A
You
lot.
talked too much for me to just find
Here, wait.
links.
I can. I can do this. I've got it here.
Make sure you
This-
upload the file and not send us a link on your.
No, this is the link. Like it's a bookmark folder. I have a lot of folders on my computer that I downloaded shit, and then I've got other things because there's a lot of mechanics that I didn't have time to build, but other people did it, so we're just using those.
Forgot I had a stats sheet for the boat.
So there would be materials that you could get off of these harpies. I'm trying to briefly read through this again because it would work kind of from the material thing. But like the crafting requirements for materials, basically I think we went with the crafting thing where basically the materials are like, you don't have to write down, oh, we have like 5 harpy feathers or something. It's more like just you have a common material or an uncommon or a rare, very rare, legendary, etc. or something.
Yeah.
Does that sound correct? I believe that's the one we went with. And there's different types of them. Yeah. Rarity and value. Okay.
You have 5 hides of uncommon or whatever.
So how many were there? I think there were 8 of them. Yeah, there were 8 harpies. So you can roll like a 1d8 to see how many things you get, I guess.
Harvesting is a DC equal of 15 plus half a combat rating. Each harvest attempt involves 2 checks. First, the identify check, which represents the knowledge and what parts are worth harvesting, and then whether those parts are in good enough condition to be useful. Check uses intelligence or wisdom plus proficiency.
Oops, sorry. Bumped my mic.
Are these monstrosities? We need the creature type for our harpy.
Let me look it up real quick. Waiting for it to load.
Yeah.
Okay. Harpy is, yes, a medium monstrosity.
So monstrosity is nature, and then DC is 15 plus half of its combat rating.
Alright. So there we go.
What's its combat rating?
Oh. Whoops.
You just closed the page.
I did. No, I closed it just as you asked. It was, 1.
Okay, so round down to 15.
Yes.
So intelligence or wisdom plus nature. Anyone got the thing?
Huh? What?
Who's best at that, basically, is what he's asking. Who's best at harvesting?
Wisdom plus nature would be +4.
I only got a +2.
I have a 0 to nature, so.
Alright, Bobar, rip him up.
You got
I
this.
guess I can.
I mean,
is he rolling this 8 times, one for each one, or is he just rolling once to identify?
how would you guys like to do it? Because we'll just set it up, because this is kind of a new rule system, so we can just kind of decide as a group how we want to do it.
I think it would make sense for us to do a single identify check, and then harvesting is per body.
I kind of agree with that, but it's up to all of you if that's what you want to do.
Sure.
I mean, whoever's going to be crafting. I mean, I'm guessing Shadow is probably the only one that's crafting,
Yes, we're
other
probably
than
gonna
Katie's
end up-
gonna cook. But that's a
Yes, you'll end
different
up doing that, like, a
system.
group, since it's gonna be group will be picking up materials kind of thing.
Yep, that's fine with me. So go ahead and do that then.
Can we each roll then, since it's just who has knowledge?
Do you all have knowledge in it?
I mean, we're just rolling to see if we have the knowledge of what parts are worth harvesting.
Oh, you mean not the actual harvesting itself rolls? Just the
Yes.
knowledge of? Sure, yeah. You guys can all roll for the knowledge of, but
Okay.
whoever's doing the actual harvesting, that's what you'll end up getting.
Got it. Makes sense. to
Yeah.
me.
Because it kind of wouldn't make sense if someone over here was like, I am literally the god of knowledge when it comes to this creature.
Bobar's the god of knowledge.
Apparently.
26.
I mean, I gave
Sheesh.
myself gave myself guidance as well. But that's okay.
I rolled an 18 on that.
The spirits have guided him to godhood.
Good job, Bobar.
At least when it comes to knowledge.
Alright, so the second is the harvest check, which covers physical extraction. Check uses strength or dexterity plus proficiency if trained in survival.
All right, I'm trained in survival, so it's what is strength?
Strength
plus
or
proficien-
dexterity plus proficiency.
Okay.
I don't have proficiency in survival, but I have a +4 dex. You have both?
I have proficiency in survival, and what was the other one?
Strength or dex?
You got dex, don't you? Yeah,
I should.
I have dex.
So +6 bonus?
Yeah.
Alright, so Katie has a +6, I have a +4.
I can offer a +7, but Katie, you can do it.
You have +7?
You're the cook. Yes, I have +5 in strength.
Hot
You're the
damn!
cook. You can do the animal.
Well, there's 8 bodies and it takes an hour per body, so why don't you two split the work?
Yeah. You could do
and then
that.
you can use the
I
guidance
mean,
too.
keep in mind, you guys can. I mean, you're on a boat, so you'll still be traveling during this time, but
Yeah.
8 hours or 4 hours, I guess, would pass while you're doing this.
Yeah.
I guess that you could maybe give a help action to one of them if you wanted to try to like speed it up or help them to get a good carve or something if you can make some sort of reason of how you or if you could give me an example of how you're helping, then maybe I would okay it.
What's it called when you like spatula a chicken?
Spatchcock?
Spatchcock. I'll help like hold stuff down and everything.
Sure. You can
my
help.
dagger.
You can give the help action for one of them.
So if you guys each want to take advantage on 2, I'll split my help.
I'll give myself guidance, and you can
Okay.
help Katie.
Sounds good?
All right. So go
We're
ahead,
gonna do
Bobar,
4
and then
rolls. Plus 6.
Katie, let me know what you roll.
With advantage.
Yeah, I'm doing the help action on you while Bobar does the guidance on himself.
How many rolls?
4.
Okay.
4 each, and this will take 4 hours. And this was at what time in the night? It's like midnight now because they attacked around 11.
Yeah.
So it'll be like 4 in the morning.
No, screw that. We'll do it in the morning.
Okay. You wait until the morning to do it?
Yes.
Okay. Before we do all the rolls that I
unless-
need y'all to do, so...
Sorry, unless the knowledge tells me that there are parts that kind of like rot immediately or whatever.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I don't know if there is such a thing in this. Let me look.
You doubt it.
I don't think there is. I guess it says... Oh no, that's just converting materials into something. Like a mineral can become a metal, but a flesh could only really... I guess you could convert it into something to eat, maybe, but you know. Alright, so Bobar rolled a 25, 17, 19, and 19. Pretty good rolls. So, let's see, where is the... What did Bobar get?
Amen. Everyone now, everyone's responding
Yeah,
now.
literally everyone's fine.
Sorry.
My brain is not the problem. I'm trying to pay attention.
Alright, I posted all of Katie's rolls. And then... So, she didn't fail by 5 or more, which counts as 2. So 1 failure is lose half of total materials. I wonder if we were supposed to do a single check for all creatures, but whatever.
Maybe. I don't know, we're still learning this system. It's fine if we fluke it.
it's
If
fine.
we mess it up once, it doesn't really matter. We'll figure it out as we go.
So we got 7 full passes, and then 1 with a single failure to lose half of materials.
Okay. Which page are you looking at for this? Again?
Page 4 right now, which is harvesting.
Okay.
So now
Oh,
we
I
go
see,
down
I see. I was just
to-
reading the material section. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So CR1 with both pass gives you 1 common item. And it looks like a half failure actually gives you nothing because it's so low tier.
Low quality, yeah.
Yeah. Those 7 common items.
Looks like it.
I don't know what trait we apply to these.
Good question. You mean the type thing?
Yeah. I should have read through this again before we started playing.
I know, I should have too. I completely forgot about the harpies. And I knew
Relevant already.
I knew you were going to ask if there was loot on him, and I completely I forgot about that. After 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. Let's see.
We are discussing now the type.
Yeah,
Or-
well, the types and the traits.
Monster's type describes its physical composition.
Because the types and the traits only matter because for crafting later, if he wants to use them to craft, like different materials are harder or easier for certain things, obviously. So they don't really have like a hide. I would guess that like I could just pick what their type would be because I would probably know, but I don't know about the trait thing.
Yeah.
I could just randomly roll for the traits, but also I could just look at the creature and try to like make something that would make sense too.
Yeah.
Is like a harpy doesn't really have any special traits, but I guess that they might resist like cold because they're up in the air.
Yeah.
Like their feathers would keep them warm, sort of thing, you know?
Mhm.
And their bones would be lighter, so I don't know if there's something for that. They wouldn't be as heavy. And they'd have claws, like sharp talons. They also have, like, I guess their vocal cords could technically be used, maybe?
I mean, phantasmal or psychic would kind of.
Hold up, let me read the harp. What is the harpies singing thing again? I'm gonna just look at that.
That's what I was
The
thinking.
luring song is... It's just a
Yeah,
DC 11 wisdom or you're charmed. What
would
is
say
the charm spell?
Zephyrus is just air.
What was that?
Zephyrus is just air.
Air?
element. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. There isn't... Oh, Zephyrus. Yeah. Yeah, we could just do Zephyrus, because they're flying creatures
Makes sense.
for now. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to think more about how we do this, because, like, it wouldn't make sense if I did something like, oh, poison, because they have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zephyrus works, because they're creatures that fly. And I guess you could say, like, maybe they'd be resistant to, like, lightning or cold. You could maybe say that, because they're not really resistant to anything, but like they fly around in the air, so chances are they'd resist at least some cold and some lightning, maybe. Or some sort of water. We'll just go Zephyrus.
Okay.
Just go Zephyrus, and then, I mean, you can have, if you need, like, the type, the bone type, they've got bones.
I'll just add it to my character sheet and we'll deal with this later.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll look more into this. I completely forgot about the crafting thing until just now, and I was like, oh, we probably should figure that out for the harpies, because, you know,
Please.
you can definitely harvest stuff to craft stuff from them, so they don't really carry anything, but they themselves can make things, so yeah. They've got feathers too, but I don't know what those would be classified as for the type.
I'd probably just throw it under hide.
Like just a special kind of hide?
Yeah.
Sure, we can say probably bone or hide then. For the type.
Alright.
Yeah. Good enough for now. We can talk more about it after the game if you want to iron it out a bit better. And then
Yeah, I'll read through all the crafting stuff again and we'll
yeah, I read through it a long time ago, like as in 6 months ago, so I don't remember much about it. Other than that we were gonna try it, so. Alright.
It takes weeks to craft anyway, so.
Yeah. We can figure it out before you have to craft something. Alright. So, you guys loot. What time do you do the looting? Do you do it
Sunrise?
at, like, sunrise? So, like, 6 a.m.?
Yeah, so maybe.
After breakfast, before lunch.
Yeah.
8
Get up
a.m.?
6 or 7. Do all
I'm
our
just-
morning stuff.
I don't
Start
know.
traveling while they do that.
You tell
Yes.
me. I'm just trying to figure out what time it is when you finish harvesting after 4 hours.
Let's just say by noon.
Noon? Alright. You take until noon to harvest. You have a nice breakfast, but before then, I need to know what the weather today is, and if there's any hazards that occur today, and if there's any encounters. So, Katie, go ahead and roll a 1d100. Shadow, I think we had hazards, so a 1d20, and Stefan a 1d20. Oh yeah, and if you haven't taken a long rest, you can take your long rest.
I think I already set my stuff.
Okay. Obar rolled a 3. Alright.
I am reading through it, by the way, and it says feathers are a type of bone, so we're good.
Oh, also here, I should move you guys to the next.
100 for weather.
I'm just gonna follow the little line you drew.
Yeah.
63.
63, okay. Let me find out what today is. The spring.
On the bright side, since we have the line with the route, we'll be able to track our days pretty easy in terms of crafting, even after we've already moved.
Yes. Alright, today is just a clear sky. So it is just a very nice day. Maybe a couple light clouds in the sky. It's very clear and bright light during the day. And you'll have a very nice view of the stars and the 3 moons in the nighttime. And there's no modifiers or anything today. So, just nice weather. What did you roll, Shadow?
I
10?
rolled a 10 for hazard.
Okay. No hazard happens today. What the? So yeah, it's just a nice day. When it gets to about right before dinner time, so it's still light out. Give me just a second here. So It's about dinner time. Bobar, can you, or Stefan, can you roll me a 1d2?
2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's about dinner time.
Let's do that.
And, oh, by the way, before you are gonna have dinner, were any of you taking any of the actions? I forgot to ask you the first time that you went off, but there's specific actions that each of you are able to do, like when you're traveling. If you, like, I think Shadow can draw a map. People can forage for food. The first mate can raise morale. The quartermaster can navigate. And people can look for threats. The bosun, so Stefan can repair things, and the captain can stealth the ship, but you move slower.
I mean, someone should probably be on lookout for enemies, right?
Yeah, ice hockey can do that.
Okay.
So he makes a wisdom survival check.
It is, so actually
No.
ice hockey plus, well, either ice hockey or the crew can do it, I guess. But basically, it's the passive wisdom perception of ice hockey. Either that or a roll done by the crew.
We should be fine.
Okay. What is ice hockey's perception?
Passive perception is 17.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, he's got good passive perception. Was anyone else gonna do anything while you're traveling?
Is there something broken at the
I
ship?
don't believe the Harpies broke anything. And you just started, so as far as I know, unless someone broke something that I don't know about, I think it's pretty good.
I guess I'll just be managing the map.
Okay. Are you gonna be drawing a map, like charting your way as you go?
Yeah, I assume we're going to use the map we already have and just chart on it. Rather
Okay.
than drawing a map, since it's known waters.
Yeah. You'd probably have the most current map that they have right now. Is Katie going to be doing anything? Or Kate, sorry.
Do I need to be doing anything?
No, but if you want to, you can.
You want to fish?
You can fish, you can, I think you're first mate and cook, right? So you can raise the crew's morale, or fish, or look for threats.
I think we can only raise morale if its quality is 3 or lower. I think that we are 4 or something, aren't we?
Yeah. You start at 4, and pretty much the only thing that lowers their morale is if you get in a battle and you decide to use the crew as one of your resources in the battle, or if there's a hazard on the ship.
Yeah.
But you haven't had a hazard yet, so... So they're still in good spirits. So what are you gonna be doing, Katie? Anything? Or you're just chilling?
Well, I'd probably be working on like dinner stuff, but I mean, other than that, yeah.
Okay. Alright. So it's about...
but I'm just...
Yeah, it's about dinner time. And Katie's probably in the kitchen getting stuff ready. Ice hockey's up top. And ice hockey actually will notice this. starts squawking or whatever he does to get your attention, Stefan.
Well, he can talk to me.
Oh, he can? Okay. Well, he would say he sees very large, weird fish hopping through the water toward you.
Do they look edible?
Yes?
Alright, well, I'll share that with the rest of the crew.
Alright. It's on the starboard side. So the right side of the ship. But you guys are floating along, and you actually see this after a few minutes. There are these dolphins that are swimming through the waters, and they make like friendly squeaks to you guys as they're jumping past. And actually, let me see if... Where is Angel Bro?
Friend who's with us.
You might know this. There he is. Had to find his sheet. Let's see what Angel Bro knows. Or if any of you guys are religious. Okay, he does not know. But he would know that, actually all of you would probably know that dolphins are seen as a sign of good luck. But that's
Because you
about
can
all
eat
you would
them.
know. Because you can eat them!
Yeah, it's good luck. You have something to eat, right?
I guess? Alright.
Just joking.
If any of you wanted to make a religion check, if you're a religious character, or if you have proficiency in it, you're welcome to roll, but otherwise they'll just squeak happily if you do nothing as they swim next to you all.
We'll feed them the rest of the harpies.
Oh god.
Are you actually gonna do that?
Sure.
You chuck
Maybe,
them
I
the
don't know.
harpies? They kind of stop to like look at the things and then move on.
What? Do you reject the delicious harpy liver?
Oh,
It's not really their kind of food.
Oh well, we tried.
Nice try. But you do notice that the crew seem very in higher spirits, and you can give them +1 to their morale. Because of the sighting of the dolphins. And some of them are saying, oh, it's a sign of good luck. The seas are with us on this journey. Alright. So you continue along your way. And nothing else will happen that day. Who... I'm guessing you're gonna be on watch. For the evening.
who?
Do you guys have like a watch setup, or what would you like the watch setup to be for the evening?
Yes, I think we do the same like every evening, right?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was last night.
Me
But
neither.
whatever it was.
Okay. I don't know if I remember either. I think Bobar was the last one, because that's when the harpies attacked, or it was Shadow. It was one of you guys.
I was awake when they attacked.
Oh, okay, then it was, Shadow was the last one. I don't remember. I think Bobar might have gone first then. And
I'll go
Katie
first.
second.
Sounds good.
All right. So go ahead
Whoever
and
has-
make your watch rolls for the evening.
That's perception.
Yes, sorry. Go ahead and roll perception. To, in case anything tries to sneak up on you in the night. Ember, okay.
So perception roll for Jen. Wait, watch. Sorry. Okay.
What'd Katie get?
He's rolling now.
Okay.
An 11. What?
Okay.
Go ahead and roll it for your familiarity though, so that's +5. Oh.
Was it a 1?
Yes.
Oh no. Okay, give me a second.
What was the weather today? I missed that.
The weather was just a clear, sunny day today.
Like, not super
Alright,
hot like yesterday.
I have a little dice that I have, but you won't be able to hear it because I changed the settings on my mic so it doesn't pick up as much. Okay. So the night passes on without any incident, luckily. For you guys.
Because we would have missed it.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
One of you would have missed it for sure. Well, Shadow might not have if it happened on his watch, but you're fine for tonight.
Nice.
Alright, so the next day you move to here. And go ahead and roll for the weather, the hazard, and the encounter. And just see if anything happens today.
Nope.
Also, on your right, you can kind of see a glimpse of the shallows, although it just seems very misty to the right.
Scary. Babe.
So you don't see too much in the mist, it's just kind of hazy the further you look. Alright, so 38 for weather. Let's see. So your weather today, it is just nice light clouds. So same, basically it just got a little cloudier today. But other than that, it's still nice and sunny for the most part, and in the evening you'll still be able to see the stars and the moon, which is good because that helps you to travel well. So far the weather's been pretty nice to you. Alright,
Nice.
and let's see. Shadow rolled a 6, and Stefan rolled a 17. Alright. Okay, so there are no hazards today, and no encounter during the day either. Just a nice, chill, relaxing day. Are any of you doing anything special today?
Nah.
I'm guessing ice hockey is still up top, keeping a lookout?
Yes.
Okay. And then go ahead and roll for the evening watches while you're all traveling.
That's Ember.
Okay.
And there's mine. Oof.
Okay. And then what is Katie's familiar and her role?
Perception, trying to watch.
Yeah.
Got a 17.
17? Okay.
And a 25.
Nice. Well, nothing will get past her in the night if something happens. Let me find out. Okay.
Yeah.
In the evening, you just sort of, Katie, you hear a bunch of seagulls going by on your left side, but that's about it.
Target practice.
Target practice. Alright. You move along. Are you going to go to this one, or are you gonna go to this one?
Whichever one is less dangerous.
Alright. You'll probably go down south this-ish area then. Alright. So you take a wide berth away from the shallows. For now. Go ahead and roll for the next day. The weather hazard and random encounter stuff. 14 for Bobar. Alright. 14 for Shadow.
49.
49? Okay. It is also another light, cloudy day. Man, you are getting real lucky with the weather.
These are my good dice.
I see this.
They roll good. They roll good for me.
Yeah. I mean, this is like basically the perfect sailing weather, like ideal sailing weather. Can't get better. Which, is actually pretty interesting considering that springtime is usually more rainy. So you're getting very lucky with good rolls. But yes, so you're traveling. It's another beautiful day. Feels great. Sun's out. You can see to your left, far off in the distance, you can kind of see this, the continent a little bit. You might see some land. It'd be very far off though. You'd probably have to be in the crow's nest to see it. But yeah. You don't have any issues that day either. So go ahead and roll for your perception checks for the evening just to see if anything happens. And I will make a roll. Or not to see if anything happens, to see if you see if anything happens if I get something.
I got a 10, and my bird got a 7.
A
I think we need to
7.
using our passive perception for these
That's
skills
rough, buddy.
because our rolls are
This is rough, buddy.
Hey, but at least your weather rolls are good. Which is honestly more important, because if it gets bad weather, you won't be able to see where you're going. Alright, and Ray's got a 20. Alright.
So you know I'm not lying about my rolls.
What tool proficiency do I have?
What? You can see that?
Yeah.
I whispered that to Bobar. Oh, because you have
It looks
control of his sheet.
Cause I what?
You have control of his sheet.
Oh. Sorry. If you need to talk to each other without me hearing something for some reason, you can just go up to the general chat. Just be like, hey, come up to this chat with me for just a second.
I was just trying not to interrupt the flow.
Oh. No, it's okay. I just thought that that was to me, not to him. But anyways.
Next time I'll whisper Maxmilgram. I was just realizing that there is very little we could craft. Because I can't craft anything.
Oh no.
His thieves' tools and then water vehicle are not crafting tools.
Don't tell anybody. I mean, another thing you can do is, I do have a downtime thing, not for when you're on the ship, because when you're on the ship, you kind of have to be paying attention to where you're sailing. It's kind of like driving a car. But,
I don't want to get into an accident with all the other boats floating around.
well, not so much boats, more like rocks or land or, you know, random stuff under the water. Shipwrecks, that sort of thing. But I do have a downtime thing for when you're in port. So if you're like, I want to learn a new skill or something, you can start to like dedicate days toward it whenever you're in port, if you'd rather do that than go off and do an adventure or something, you know?
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. I can share that with you guys, but I was gonna wait until you were actually somewhere that you could do it.
Yes. I'll need to know Angel Bros tools as well.
Oh. Angel Bro, does he have tools? I don't think I gave him any tool proficiency stuff because he's just a sidekick.
You're saying we get to pick one for him?
Sure, I'll let you pick. I mean, actually, he does have something. Oh, I forgot to give him a long rest. I do need to do that. There we go. I guess that is there a alchemist or something? He would be trained in that.
Alchemist supplies?
Yeah.
Got it.
I will make sure to put that on his sheet later. But yeah, he is trained in that. Okay. So what was I saying? What were we in the middle of? I don't know where we were. No, it's okay. The next day? No, wait. Did we do the evening? We didn't do the evening.
It's rolled perception checks, but you didn't give us anything.
Oh, okay. That's what I was doing. I was looking at the perception checks and then I saw your what tool prof do you get and got confused. Yeah. Okay. Perception. Okay. Nothing happens that evening either because I'm rolling very well, or badly for me, I guess, but good for you.
Yeah.
So,
The plight of the DM.
yes. The one time I don't want good rolls, so something happens. But it's okay, this is good. Your first adventure, and you're getting very lucky traveling through very dangerous waters, so go ahead. You're only 2 days away from your destination. Wow. Look at Bobar go.
That's either really good or really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is it the weather one? Or what are we doing?
No,
Yeah.
for his encounter thing. But yeah, this is the weather for you. Sorry.
Okay. Mike, am I rolling or not?
60.
60?
60. Alright. So today... more perfect weather. What the hell? Clear skies. Good job. Man, Katie is nailing it right now with the weather. However, today there is a hazard.
Okay, so we want to roll high, not low.
Yes. That's funny. You're trying to figure it out. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but all right.
I mean, it's scary when we roll nat 20. I'm like, is that a spawn a thing?
Well, normally it's supposed to be. However, I decided to flip it the other way because it confuses me when the nat 20s are usually good and then they're suddenly not good. So for me, I just flipped it around. But normally, yes, you're supposed to have like the higher the roll, the worse it is, and the lower the roll, the better. But that confuses me, so. Alright, anyways. Shadow, I need you to roll a 1d20 again to see what kind of hazard happens while you guys are sailing. Oh, how fun. My favorite hazard.
I can't believe your sister hasn't responded.
Alright. So, Shadow.
Oh, she's not.
Katie rolled really well and kept it really nice. However, there is such a thing as a magical storm that will suddenly appear out of nowhere, despite how nice the weather is.
Oh no. I don't think I have anything for that.
Shadow, I need you to roll me a 1d8 to see what type of a magical storm happens.
Oh, Neil.
Oh, nice. Okay, give me a second. Skimming through this. So,
I ain't got shit.
oh boy. Well, this will be fun. Alright, so this is what happens. You guys are having a beautiful, lovely day, and you're traveling in the current direction. And then suddenly out of nowhere, there's just this random ass storm, and it's infused with abjuration magic. Which, abjuration magic repels ships.
Oh
Almost
no.
as though it's protecting something in the sea. So you guys are sailing, and then all of a sudden you literally just get booped and teleported somewhere. Right before the storm ends.
We're not making it to this ball, are we?
Maybe not. Shadow, I need you to roll a 5d20.
5d20. Jesus Christ, Ellie.
Okay. So you are... Okay, it's not as bad as it could have been. But you are randomly teleported 27 miles in a random direction. So now I need you to roll... let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to roll a 1d6 to see which direction you get teleported into. A 6. Alright, so, you know what's funny? I went like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So...
We're getting to the ball!
You actually... You get teleported, and for a second you're very disoriented. And you look at the map, and you're double, triple checking, and you're like, wait a second, did we just like... We're almost there.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
That is hilarious.
Oh, I love Dungeons and Dragons. This is so great.
I just love that Katie's been able to protect you from all these random ass weather things, but then Shadow is the one that caused one.
Yeah, but it worked out in our best interest, so.
It did. You guys are getting insane luck. It must be the dolphins, man. I guess they were your sign of luck. Alright, so, it'll take you one less day to get there.
Sweet.
So you'll actually arrive a day early. But that is it for that day. And I guess you go to bed and... You know what? Because you teleported in the correct direction you were going, I will give the crew another +1 to their morale because they would probably be very happy about that.
Yeah. +1 to my
Because
morale.
it means less time that they have to sit on the ship.
I got it on the boat feet.
Alright. So the next morning comes. Go ahead and roll for your... Oh wait, did we do the evening watch yet?
We're doing it right now.
Yeah. Sorry. Perception. It is the evening. I will roll. I was too excited because you moved. Let's see.
16.
Alright.
17 for me and 16 for my bird.
Okay.
I rolled 2 11s.
I think the crew morale is on your ship stat page.
Yeah, I already did.
Oh, you're up to date?
Yeah, listen to me. I just said I changed it.
I was rolling perception.
It's alright.
And
We did one earlier today. We
Bobar's
shoot plus
perception was 27.
Yeah, we started at 4.
Okay. So yes, you guys are all good to go. And nothing happens that evening. It's a very chill day. Other than the random teleportation. Alright, so the next day, you will land here in the evening, but it'll take you the day to travel from here to here. So I need you to go make one more weather roll for me, hazard roll, and encounter roll. Weather.
98.
Wow, a 98.
Yeah.
Oof.
I double checked my dice because I wasn't sure that was a 90. Like, nope, the
Okay.
zero's on the right side.
Well, because it's 98, it's kind of like 98 degrees.
Great.
Scorching heat. Again. The sun
Yeah,
came back. So
Make it-
that means during the day that the whole fire damage has +2 and cold damage has -2. And also, you need to go down underneath for shade every 4 hours. Or you risk exhaustion if you don't make a constitution saving throw, basically. So you'll have to plan on how you alternate throughout the day. Let me see. Bobar rolled a 7, and what did Shadow roll?
That was 15.
15? Okay. Alright, so even though it is scorching hot, nothing happens on your travel, so you have a relatively relaxing day other than having to alternate who's up and who's down below deck.
Mhm.
So that you don't overheat. But you guys will get to this island, and it'll probably be close to where the sun is just about to go down, I would guess. I'm not exactly sure how close the teleportation got you, but like it got you a little closer than normal, so you'd get there before super evening. So you get to this island, and as you're pulling up, you see perched on this island called Lunar Island. It is the mansion of Lord Danton Blackthorn. And it is a masterpiece. It's very elegant, and it's reflecting a lot of wealth and refined taste by the owner. The mansion is the only structure on the island. So this guy is pretty wealthy. He literally owns the island.
Fancy.
Yes. So it's standing there as like this solitary beacon of luxury, and it's kind of surrounded by this natural beauty from the island itself, and it's almost picturesque because you're getting there when the sun is coming down and all the colors are making it look even more beautiful. The mansion is this 2-story structure, and it's got these clean lines and symmetrical designs and towering columns framing the entrance. And there are these walls of pale gray stone, and it's polished to this very smooth finish. And it almost gives the building this luminous quality, especially with the sun. And it looks even better in the moonlight, so you guys probably will get to see that tonight. And then it's framed with like this rich red tinted wood, so it's a nice contrast. And the roof is like these dark colored slate tiles with ornate gables and chimneys. And it just has this really cool silhouette with the sunlight in the background. And on the top there's like this weather vane. It has this raven in flight spinning around in the breeze. And then there's a lot of windows. There are all these very large arch windows that line the mansion, and their panes kind of are gleaming like mirrors. And there's these heavy velvet curtains you can see through the windows that are these deep shades of sapphire. And it looks very, very rich, I guess. You also see this marble fountain in the front. There's like this walkway, and it's this cobblestone walkway, and it looks like all the cobblestones were placed perfectly, leading to these double doors. Also flanking, like on either side of the walkway, there are these marble statues, and they're holding these lanterns out to give light since it's getting dark out. And they're just casting this warm golden glow. And the statues kind of depict these elegant figures in flowing robes. And their faces are very serene and they're posed gracefully. And then there's the marble fountain on the left side. It's got like this koi fish on the top, spitting out water into this cloverleaf-shaped basin. And there's actually a conservatory to the right side, or on the east side of the mansion. And you can see, like, through it, there's like these glass, most of it is glass. Some of it is also that reddish tinted wood again, for the pillars and such, the main structure. But inside you can see like these flowers, lots and lots of very rare flowers from all over, actually. And yeah, when you finally get onto the actual island, I'm guessing you'll tie the boat there. And yeah, it's just kind of like this very beautiful view of the ocean. You can like see the moons clearly reflecting on the waters. It's almost picturesque to look at it, especially at nighttime. Fancy. So I'm guessing you'll walk up to the mansion. They're not really expecting anybody yet. Until tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's
Or are
like,
you gonna stay in the ship?
No, I mean, if they cannot host us tonight, then we'll sleep on the ship. But I mean, we cannot just arrive on the island and not say hello, right?
Yeah, agreed.
His
That'd be
private
weird.
island.
Especially if, like,
Yes.
everyone coming by boat, arriving a day early is not going to be like a weird thing.
it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys will walk up then. You'll pass underneath the elegant lantern holding statues, marble statues. By now the sun is pretty much down, so it's pretty dark. But you'll get up to the front, and there are 2 guards standing on either side of the door, the double door. And they will immediately cross their spears together to sort of halt you and say, "Who is it?"
What was the name of our bow again?
Oh my god. Rising Sun?
Yeah.
They
Radiant Sun.
immediately start to
Radiant
aim
Sun.
their spears
No.
at you.
No, that was
Yeah,
understood.
we kind of got lost. We don't know where we are.
Radiant Sun is the name of our boat.
I will say Captain Rays of the Radiant Sun.
You'll see one of the soldiers kind of cock their head a little in confusement and be like, "Sorry, could you say that again?"
I'll like look a little like upset with them and say Captain Rays of the Radiant Sun.
As if they're
One
supposed
of
to
them
know.
will pull out a sheet and they're like going through a list of names and they're like, "I see Radiant Sun on here, but that's under Captain Honora. Who are you?"
I pull out the pin she gave me and like point it out on my lapel or whatever, and what?
Do we have like the invitation or something that we got from?
You do.
Oh yeah, we did get a letter.
Yes. gonna say,
Kyoshi
I
did
hope
give
you're
you a letter.
Don't make
You
it too
wanna pull
easy.
that up behind me while I'm being a jackass?
Yeah. I'll like lean out from behind him and like hand them the invitation.
Okay, they'll say, very good. And then they'll give 3 taps. And then a short moment later, this guy will come out and he's dressed like a butler. And he is a tiefling. And he will say, where's Mistress Honora? We were expecting her.
Her funeral was about a week ago,
Oh god.
so we had
Funeral?
to find a place.
Yeah. She was murdered in a defending the ship and gave her life.
He'll make a sign with his hands, holding up his 9 fingers and say, "Oh, tragic news, tragic that. Oh,
Yeah.
well,
They rocked the town.
please come on in. We have guest rooms for those that came a few days early, and we'll let you stay here. I will go and get my master. You may stay in the corridor for now until I get him for you."
Did Angel Bro come with us?
He did, yes. Well, unless you tell him to stay on the ship.
No, I just want to make sure I knew where he was, the little scoundrel.
Never know where he is. Did your birds all come?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Got your party
course.
of birds. I feel like Angel Bro needs a bird, but he kind of can turn into a bird, so you know. Or
He's
will-
our bird.
Yeah, he's his own bird. Well, he has wings, so, or he will, but anyways. Yes, so he leads you inside and closes the door behind, and when you get inside of the manor, there's like, it's basically this multi-level mansion, so it's the 2-floor mansion, and you walk in, and basically it's just like, how do I describe it? It's basically just this beautiful, you see like this staircase that has like 2 sides to it. It's kind of like a C shape going upstairs. So it's like this very grand staircase. And there's flowers that are decorating the place for the party in these very beautiful golden vases. And you can see a couple maids hovering around, like cleaning, keeping everything nice. And the ceilings are very high, and it's beautiful.
Any chandeliers?
There are chandeliers, yes. Crystal chandeliers.
Push your bow back down. The chandelier.
Wait, is there something I don't know about Katie's character and chandeliers?
No, we just watched the D&D movie again last weekend, and I told him that that was one of my goals is in a campaign to have someone be hit with a chandelier that we knocked down. But I didn't necessarily have to do it. It was just I want to see it happen in the game. But I was just being silly.
No, I mean, now I'll make sure that there's more places with chandeliers so you have the opportunity. At least
it's just one of those things that like seems very D&D, but like we haven't done it yet in any of our stuff, so
makes sense.
I was like, that's such a D&D thing. I haven't even done it in Baldur's Gate, so I'm like, I got it at some point.
Are the chandeliers
yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, I'll make sure there's chandeliers where it would make sense there should be, and
yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to do it during like the ball or anything. I'm not crazy, but
just randomly shoot down a chandelier for science.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt your dancing.
I just need to know what it felt like.
What it felt like to have a chandelier fall on top of someone.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No, you're
Steal
good.
one.
What was that, Stefan?
We can steal one and then hang it on the ship. The crow's nest.
That's even better.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then whenever you're fighting something on the ship, you just set the chandelier perfectly. Oh my
It's
god.
our little crab.
Ridiculous.
You're like tied up on the mast and it just flies around on a rope.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Making someone with a donkey.
All right. So, anyways, yes. So, his name is actually Marvin, I believe. Is it Marvin?
Lord
I think it's Marvin. The tiefling guy.
We'll call him Marvin.
Wait, the butler or the?
Yeah.
Yeah, the butler. That butler. He has many butlers, but this butler is like the head butler.
Got
The
it.
head butt.
The head butt.
Got it. Headbutt.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's the head butt. And he goes off, leaves you guys to relax in this beautiful beautiful entrance area. There's actually a table with some chairs as well. There's only 2 chairs there, so it's more like a place that you'd probably sit, like the Lord would sit and meet with someone or relax one-on-one there to talk, but if you want to, you're welcome to have a seat there too. But it'll just be a few moments while he goes to get the guy. Yes, it was Marvin. Sorry, I was buying time to look up his name. I made a lot of names for these butlers and people, so just in case.
Yeah, how are you supposed to remember all those?
Alright, anyways, so you're waiting for about 5 minutes or so. Is there anything you want to do in this time? Or you'll just wait?
Oh, 5 minutes, I think we'll just wait.
Okay. Oh, there's
Yeah,
also like this beautiful rug in the entrance too. It's like a golden
Oh,
rug.
wow.
I don't think we should
Sentient,
make-
isn't it?
It's scented. Oh yeah, I forgot. Stefan and rugs.
Not another rug of smothering.
Yeah, so this whole place is a mimic.
Oh god.
Like the whole mansion. And you're
But-
inside of it.
Start whacking stuff.
You're gonna start whacking the golden vases and
Katie
chandeliers.
Katie's had some experience with prop hunt mechanics in D&D, and it did not go well.
No, it was really bad. Lessons were learned on the Mimic Day.
Oh no. How many mimics did you encounter?
Yeah, we couldn't find it for fun. We didn't even know it was there forever, and like, I didn't know that we were looking for a mimic. So
What
like,
was it?
It was like a chest, wasn't it, or something?
It was a like barrel of ale.
That's right, the ale.
But,
that
like-
I kept drinking and.
It was like a gnome cave complex, and they like killed one of the gnomes, and then came back later, and the body was gone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So they went over and ate the body, and then went back.
Oh
was
no.
bad.
It was just the barrel rolling around.
It was bad.
Oh no. That's funny.
Yeah. They were trying to like figure out what was going on, so they thought it wasn't a mimic, but like an imposter person that turned into a gnome. So they got all the gnomes into one place, and all the gnomes were just like basically role playing as toddlers. And there's a mass panic.
Yeah, no one was helpful at all. Everyone was just freaking out.
That's great.
It was bad. It was bad. We ended up killing a lot of them.
Yeah, they killed a bunch of them. Both the kings were eaten by the mimic.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Nice.
That was bad.
So, note to self, Katie also hates mimics as much as I do, so bring more in. Got it.
I will carry a stick around and whack things. Don't touch me.
Make you
I
even
don't do
more
it real
paranoid.
No.
No, there's a reason why mimics are my most hated enemies in any
But
game.
how am I supposed to know?
I just thought it was hilarious that they like. We gotta figure out who this imposter is. So they round up all the gnomes and they put them in the room with the mimic.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It was just like a comedy of errors on all parts. It like every turn went wrong as it possibly could.
That'll
It
happen.
was almost as bad as when we split the party.
Oh, yeah, splitting a party is never a good thing.
No. No.
Alright, so, you guys are reminiscing about some past life in some past story, and then all of a sudden, coming down the stairs, he's dressed in a very luxurious robe, like a night robe, and it's like this dark midnight blue color.
Fancy.
It's got some like silver lining on it and very, very elegant. He will walk down, and this is Lord Danton Blackthorn. He stands very regally and holds himself very straight as he's walking down these stairs. And,
Sorry, did you say his last name was Blackthorn?
yes.
Okay, just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Actually, Shadow, what are you proficient in for crafting?
Babe, what are you proficient in crafting? Crafting?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, he can't craft
Oh,
shit. It's
I thought you were gonna play a crafter.
I forgot.
Shadow. Alright, well, never mind. You probably wouldn't have any clue then, so. Alright.
Damn.
Actually, maybe Angel Bro would know something.
I took the water vehicle proficiency so I could sail the boat. And then since I'm rogue, I get thieves' tools, so that's all I got.
I'll make a Actually, if any of you are proficient in history, I guess you could maybe know something about this guy.
So, nope. My intelligence is not good. It's not good, but it's not helpful.
Alright, well, while you guys are waiting for him to come down, I'll just backtrack for like 1 minute before he comes down these stairs to you, but Hermes would let you guys know that, basically the way that this guy became wealthy is he started his own fashion line, specifically for cloaks and robes.
Slay.
Yeah. And they were very popular, especially among the nobles. So, that's how he is so wealthy. And And he is actually dressed in one of his wealthy night robes that he probably created himself. Or had some hand in creating at some point in time. But he has this captivating smile, and he's got like this very clean-cut goatee and slicked back hair. Even in the middle of the night, he looks like he's $1 million. And he walks down and comes over and reaches a hand out to shake toward you, Raze, since you're the captain. And he'll say, Captain Raze, and he'll raise an eyebrow.
Yes, nice to meet you, Blackthorn.
Indeed. I'm very sorry to hear that Honora won't be joining us. She was supposed to be our guest of honor.
Yes, it is quite tragic. The town of Red Harbor will not be the same without her.
Well, thank you for coming to let us know of her fate and for taking her place. I wish that it was under better circumstances that we could have met.
Of course, we'll have to do the best with what we got, though.
Indeed. Well, who are your other, the rest of your party members here? Your crew members, I guess.
You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. I guess I'll move forward and shake his hand and say, my name's Kate. I do most of the cooking.
He'll, when you reach out your hand to shake it, instead of shaking, he does this very posh thing where he, like, flips his hand over and then kisses it quickly.
Oh, jeez.
If he notices you recoiling a bit, he'll say, oh, forgive me, it's just the custom.
No, I don't think I'd have a very physical reaction. I think just more mild surprise.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Than like, anything negative, but I'm like, oh, it's nice to meet you.
You as well.
The men I work with don't typically act like that, so.
He'll look at both the Rays and he'll look at Rays and Bobar and all the birds and the angel bro. And
She works
say,
under sexual harassment. I can't. It's not my fault.
and say, oh,
like, it's
what a
more
pity.
casual. We're just
They'll
more
have-
casual with our introductions.
When you see a woman rip a harpy apart with her bare hands.
So you don't like eating?
Not say that. That means you don't want to kiss them after.
The hands?
Yeah.
Covered in harpy guts.
Did you ever wash your hands after the... Well, you
Yeah.
weren't even there, really. I mean, I guess you were... Yeah, you were kind of carving them up, huh? I would have guessed you would have washed your hands, though, because you had to cook.
Yes, of course. Walking around stained in blood.
Does Bobar introduce himself at all?
Yes.
Alright, he'll shake your hand and give it a firm shake. And be like, you have a good grip, sir.
You too, sir. Nice to make your acquaintance.
You as well. He'll say, we weren't expecting you this early, but that's not a problem. We have some guest rooms upstairs that you're more than welcome to stay in if you would like to. I know a few have chosen to stay on their ships for the night. When you came, you noticed like there was one ship sitting out there already besides his personal private ship.
Did we recognize whose ship it was? Does it fly in a particular flag?
would you recognize it?
Does the ship have a dolphin on the front of it?
No. But nice try.
Hey, you gotta ask, right?
You do.
I knew the not, but you know.
I'm trying to think if you would know. Actually, I'll let Katie make a roll with advantage, and I'll let Bobar make a roll, just a regular roll, history. If you guys saw this ever.
19?
19? Okay.
Yep.
And Bobar has a 9. Okay, so Bobar did not see this, or if he did, he didn't know what it was. However, Katie, Kate lived on the island for a time. This boat, the boat you saw, came from Silverwood Isle. And you would have noticed that it was the symbol of royalty from that island.
Wow. Alright,
Basically a silver stag.
I will relay that to my party.
But yeah, he said he tells you that the others preferred to stay on their own ship for the night. But if you wish, you're more than welcome to stay in one of the guest rooms.
I don't really have a preference to staying on the ship or staying here.
I figure we may as well stay in our room, but if you guys don't want to.
No, I'd like to stay in the room.
Okay. He'll say, very good. I will have Marvin take you upstairs then and attend to you. I'm going to go and rest up for the evening. Tomorrow will be a very busy day. But you are welcome to relax in the guest rooms, and breakfast will be at 8 o'clock sharp in the dining room, and he will point, since you guys are in the entrance area, he'll point down a hallway just past the stairs to the left of the stairs and say, just down that way, one of the maids can help you in the morning to get your breakfast.
Hey, Ellie.
Yeah?
Do we have clothes for this ball?
I thought we went shopping in Red Harbor for this.
Did we? I don't remember.
Yes, we bought fancy clothes.
Okay.
Yeah,
got
you
you
all spent
Money for fine clothes.
the money.
And then you bought them all for us because you said we had no style.
Yeah. Silly man.
So,
Weren't you doing
I-
something?
is there maybe like an artisan, a craftsman around that's not occupied with preparations for the ball tomorrow?
Depends. What kind of artisan or craftsman are you thinking?
Maybe a painter or a smith?
At his place?
Yes.
He does not have a painter or a smith. However, he said if you would like me to order one, I can get one here within about probably 2 days from Maramara or Raymore.
That's very kind. I was just wondering if there would be somebody who could teach us one thing or two, since we have a day off tomorrow.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He would scratch his goatee for a little bit, deep in thought, and be like, Marvin, what is the name of that one maid that she's got that artistic thing going on? She's been into the whole painting thing. And he'll be like, Ava? Yes, Ava, that's the one. You may speak with Ava in the morning. Perhaps she will be of some help to you.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. We'll do that.
Alright, he'll say, you're very welcome. If there's anything else, or if there's nothing else, then I will take my leave for the evening. Alright, since none of you speak up, he will give you a very regal bow and then walk up the stairs. And Marvin will say, if you'll follow me, and he'll lead you behind Blackthorn. Blackthorn will go... basically, there's like this doorway behind the stairs. When you get to the top, he'll go into his master bedroom area. And Marvin will lead you further down to the right side, down the hallway, toward the guest bedrooms. And he'll open up one of the doors and say, this can be your room for the night, madame and sirs. And when you open it, there's these two big beds in the room. Basically, they're made for 4 people to sleep in. And there's also 2 candles on dressers, and there's some nightstands as well.
Don't worry, we'll make Angel Bro sleep on the floor so you have a bed to yourself.
I mean, he can offer to go back and stay in the... He'll offer to stay on the ship to keep guard if you want.
Sure.
Might as well have someone watching it. Don't want this to come into a Captain Jack Sparrow situation.
Alright, so Marvin will lead Angel Bro out for the night. AKA Hermes. You guys are never gonna remember his name.
Nah.
Gonna take Angel Bro down to the ship and let you guys have a good sleep. Is there anything you want to do while you're in this very lavish bedroom?
Take the first bath I've had in a week.
Yeah.
There is a bathroom. I guess Marvin will tell you if should you need to refresh yourselves. There is a, like, just down the hallway where you came through, there's a door, and he'll say that was the bathroom or the washroom. And there is a bucket and some water and a sink, and there's also a bathtub in there and a what do you call, like, an old toilet? It's basically what you have on the ship. It's like the poop hole, yeah.
Got it. Just a hole in the ground.
Pretty much, yeah. Although this one's a little fancier since it's on the 2nd floor, but yeah.
That's definitely a priority for sure.
Yep.
Alright. So you guys make some sort of order that you end up taking showers? Baths? Yeah. I mean, you probably would want baths before tomorrow anyways, if there's a party.
Yeah, I got a ball to get ready for. Get the hell out of my way.
Alright, so Katie calls first dibs on bath. Are the guys gonna do anything while she's taking a bath? I'm guessing it'll take like 30 minutes for each person, maybe an hour if you're relaxing. And it's probably about 9:30ish, 10 o'clock, somewhere in there.
I don't think I have anything in particular.
And I think we're all just trying to get our land legs after being at sea.
Right. Get land legs by hopping into water, got it.
I meant after the bath, but yeah, sure.
I'll send my familiar out just to, like, watch the docks, just to see who shows up, if there's any flags I recognize. Keep an eye out for Atlas ships.
Do you want me to do my, like, alarm?
An eye for what?
Atlas ships.
Oh, Atlas ships. Okay. Gotcha. So he's gonna chill with Angel Bro on the ship?
Yeah.
Okay. Stefan, what are you gonna be doing, or you're just going to bed?
I'm taking a bath, but other than that, I think I'll just go to bed.
Okay. So you guys will all, basically you're pretty safe here. It's a kind of isolated island. Like the closest island nearby is the Fish Island, which is a day's travel away, so.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing my alarm spell, but I'm like, if we get attacked in this room, something really bad has to go wrong.
I mean, you can keep watch still if you don't trust the 2 guards that are outside, or if you don't trust like the ships outside, or you know.
Yeah, like in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just have my familiar, like, just keep an eye on the room while we're sleeping, make sure that they don't wake us up if anything happens.
Sure.
Alarm spells are useful, so it doesn't cost you anything to cast it.
Well, and we're sleeping anyway, so it doesn't matter. So I wouldn't. That spell slot is come back immediately.
Yeah.
So whatever makes you feel better, I can do.
Sure.
I'm gonna have both.
Or both, sure.
Okay.
Extra paranoid tonight. I need my beauty sleep.
Got a ball to go to. Alright, I'm gonna make a roll. You guys can make, like, I guess if you're birds watching for the night, are you casting the alarm spell, or what are you
might as
doing
well.
with that?
We're sleeping, I'll get the spell slot back anyway.
Okay. Remind me, did they change anything with alarm, or is it the same? Let me look.
Let's see what I have written down.
The 2024 rules, since we're going by that.
8 hours, audible or mental.
Lasts for 8 hours. Set an alarm against intrusion. Choose a door, window, or an area within range that's no longer than 20 cubic feet until the spell ends. The alarm alerts you whenever a creature touches or enters the warded area. When you cast a spell, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm, so party members.
Yeah.
And then you can set it as audible, so there'll be a sound of a handbell for 10 seconds, or a mental alarm to wake up.
Yeah, I'll do the audible one so it'll wake all of us up.
Okay.
Might as well.
So you'll, where do you want to place the 20-foot cube, I guess?
Is the room bigger than that?
The room, let me see how big this room is.
There's only one door, right?
Give me just a second. I can actually, I'll just move y'all to the room.
Mansion?
I do.
That's definitely not a bad sign.
Oh, I knew we'd be getting into a fight.
Why
here.
wouldn't you have a map if you're going in a ballroom?
Sure, Ellie, whatever you say.
Oh no,
Hey,
I'm fully in.
I just like making maps, okay?
And kill us, we know. It's fine.
No, I like to make, I like making maps. That's all.
Yeah. We're just fighting against the DM the entire time.
Yes.
Like a critical role.
Yeah. The goal is to get high enough level to kill the DM.
Yeah.
You're trying to kill me?
No.
Alright, I will move you guys over here. Give me 1 second. There we go. Are you guys seeing that?
Yes.
Perfect.
Well, that's what it does. And make sure the windows are locked. Are these wardrobes?
Those are wardrobes or dressers. They've got 2 candles, and then there's some nightstands here. And then windows, very grand windows, are everywhere in this house. And this is just a door. Also, I believe if you click it, yeah, it'll let you open and close the doors and the windows. It's a new nifty thing that they came up with, so I wanted to try it out and see how it worked.
Alright, Bobar, go ahead and lay down next to me. He
Don't
jumped out
look-
the window! What floor are we on?
The second floor? Probably don't want to jump out the windows.
Who is that I can peep on through the windows?
That's just a maid cleaning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That you can peep on. Why are you peeping on people? But actually, here, wait. I'm just gonna grab one of you. Well, actually, if you go out this door, I'll just show you where the bathroom is so you get an idea. So if you go out here and then you go to the left, like over this way. And then the first door on your left is the door for the bathroom. Ray's went in to take a shower.
Bird's trying to watch me take a bath.
Alright. Well, anyways, you probably want to be in the bedroom when you're sleeping, but yeah. Cool, so the doors work. I'm happy. That's just another guest bedroom. Are you gonna start creeping on all the rooms?
No, I want to make. No, I was checking to see if the arrow keys would let us move through closed doors.
Oh no, you're not supposed to be able to.
Yeah, I was just testing.
Yeah. So if I made it correctly, if I made the map correctly, then whenever a window or door is closed, you won't be able to go through it, but if it's open, you will be able to. It acts like a temporary wall, basically. But I'm gonna... There. You guys are probably gonna sleep with the door closed, I would guess.
Yes.
Alright. Well, cool. I'm glad that that worked, because I spent a while making this map to test it out for future maps. So, I'm glad it works. Alright. Anyways, so your birds are gonna be keeping watch. One has the alarm spell. Did both of them have the alarm spell?
Katie's casting the alarm spell on the door.
Oh,
It's not-
the door. Okay. Yeah. So, let's see. It's a 20-foot thing.
It's either a 20-foot cube or a door or window.
Oh.
So just if anyone
Or-
comes through it.
Okay. So if the door gets
touch.
activated somehow,
If someone
Got
rubs their
it.
face to the door, it'll give us an alert.
sounds like a plan. All right. So you all go and you take your comfy baths, and then you're all nice and clean, and you get in the sheets, and you guys probably have been in some sort of hotel in your lifetime, I'm guessing, but if you've ever been in like a very fancy hotel, when you get in the sheets, it just feels like you sink into the bed, and it's like you never want to get out because it's so comfy and soft and clean and feels amazing. And you have a very comfortable sleep, rest. Let me see if anything happens over nighttime. Okay. Alright, so the nighttime passes uneventfully. You have a very pleasant evening. And in the morning, the alarm spell does go off. Because someone is knocking on the door for you guys.
Who is it?
Rolls back over.
Yeah. Snooze.
Hit the snooze button. One of the maids will call out, "The breakfast will be ready in 15, good sirs and lady."
Thank you. We'll be down soon. We'll shout through
Room
the door.
service!
Well, I assume we have to like go down to a dining hall or something, right, to eat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not gonna bring it up to you.
Yeah. I
Unless
just-
you're the lord of the house.
Yeah. Alright, I'll start trying to arouse the boys.
Good luck with that.
I just bring you some hot chocolate and you'll perk right up. You'll be fine. Here's a pastry. Wake up.
Wait, you slept with a pastry in your pocket?
No. I'm just hyperbolic.
Alright. Let me see. How am I gonna share these rules with y'all? Because I've got... Maybe I can just copy this.
Oh, breakfast?
Nope. Not that.
How many rules can breakfast have?
Not breakfast. I don't know if I should share downtime activities with you guys or not, because there might be like, you might have a chance to do some downtime activities before the ball, which is gonna be in the evening.
Was that tonight or tomorrow?
It's tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you guys were supposed to arrive sometime tomorrow, but he expected that people would be there, so.
Are we using the rules from Xanathar's guide, or are we doing...
Xanathar's guide?
Yeah.
Which ones are those ones? Because I might have stolen from that. I kind of stole from a bunch of them and then combined them all.
Oh. Xanathar's guide has a whole, like, alternate ways to use downtime, but it looks like it's in the player's handbook and the Dungeon Master guide, too.
Hold up. Let me see. Can I copy this? Then I can just share it with you. Ah, here we go. Okay. Let me do this real quick, y'all. Okay.
Oh, sorry, babe. I'll move your token to the wardrobe to get dressed.
Where is your...
He steps into the wardrobe and steps out in a dress.
Wait, what? Okay. I will just put this under your player notes for now, I guess. See if I can... all players. Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Perfect. It's just basically my copy. So this is all the rules that I could find of downtime activities, and then some of them were kind of duplicated. So I just picked the one that I liked better, or I wrote both down to kind of choose which ones we use. So like, for example, I have 2 researches, and I have 2 trainings and browsings, because these are all of the stuff from everything I could find. And they're different books that I got them from. So I'm not sure which ones you want to use or not use. Same with like the crafting. There's different crafting things too.
Yeah, especially because you already have that other full system for crafting magic items.
That's why I was kind of like, maybe we just use that system, but you just say that you're crafting for the day or something, you know?
Yeah.
Pit fighting.
A lot of the
Hey,
ways I've
if
seen
you
it
want to make
used-
money.
A lot of the ways I've seen it used too is just like a downtime bank. So it's just like, oh, you guys have the day free, so add 1 day to your downtime, and then once you have enough downtime, you spend the cost of like whatever goal and get
Yeah.
whatever item. Be like, this is what I was doing during those days.
Yeah, we could do that too. I was gonna go through this whenever we were going to try to do some downtime stuff, because I didn't know what you would want specifically from each of these, because I was like, well, I could just pick them, and tell you what it is, but I feel like it's better if the players decide what they actually want than me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want, I can just go through it and try to pick something, but yeah.
For
Like-
anything that's multiple things, maybe we should go through and delete the additional options so we can review this without
Yeah,
questioning there.
well, that's what I planned on doing. So if you guys like have a preference of something, we can do that. Also for the crafting thing, I wrote this before I found that crafting thing, and this is actually what made me look for a crafting rule thing, because I was like, there's so many different ways you could go about crafting items, so I just don't know
Yeah.
what you wanted to do. And then we found that other way. But these just give you some ideas of things you can do. And also, strongholds are a new thing for this 2024 edition. So you can actually decide, like, if you want your own stronghold on an island somewhere, you can do that. But you have to start, like, saving up money and putting it toward your stronghold, essentially.
Yeah.
But that'll be later down the line, I'm guessing. So, just to let you guys know, strongholds, we can do them if you want to try them out. It's a new system that the book literally has, like, a whole chapter dedicated to. What's up, Stefan?
I'd be down to try the full crafting system, so I'd say that we can delete the whole section about crafting here.
Okay, I'll just leave it as crafting, and then maybe see the crafting. Actually, wait,
Yeah.
I can just link the crafting thing.
I was gonna say, just put the link there, and then we can just, when we go to crafting, we can just go here and then.
There we
click
go. Let me edit this. Let me delete this. Crafting. Boop. Save. Did that make a link?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Let me confirm it works.
I mean, it's not clickable, but it's the.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
just
Here,
paste
wait.
it.
Maybe I can make it an actual link.
It's fine. It's not. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't worry
just
about
leave
it.
it.
Link. Link. And then let me text to display. Crafting guide. There. Let me try this. Okay, try that.
Oh wow! Now it's really a link. Nice.
You're welcome.
So,
Hey, I know some things with this. I was messing around. It's just there's some things that I don't know, like the hecking sheets that are new. I'm learning those though. We're getting there. Every week I spend a little time on them. But yeah, we can just go through them really quick, and if there's something that's duplicate, we just pick which one you guys think is more fair, or what you would prefer, I guess. We'll just say this is happening while you guys are eating / waiting for the day to go by, unless there's something specifically you want to do, or people you want to talk to.
anyone fun show up in the boats? Yeah.
Let me make a roll while you guys are looking at the downtime activities, just to see who showed, if anybody came in the night. Okay. So one ship did arrive last night. And it had on its flag, it had a Basically, it looks like a sword that is glowing. Or like it was supposed to, like it imitates a glowing sword. It's not a glowing sword, but you know what I mean. The artwork is trying to make it look like the sword is shining, basically.
Understood.
If you want to make history checks off of that, you can.
Yes.
Or you are welcome to.
I don't know who this person is.
Huh, interesting. You might have either seen other people from that area, like traveling to Red Harbor with this symbol. Basically, it is from Brightsword, the city of Brightsword, which is very far down to the southeast, kind of below where the elves live. And they are known for... It's basically where you can get the best weaponsmiths.
Got it.
They're known for two things: weaponsmiths and their gladiatorial arena. But usually a lot of people would travel from there to Red Harbor, or like stop to Arkdale along the way, and that's kind of where you'd get most of the weapons, or most of the best weapons, the best quality. Come from there.
Fancy.
I should say best human weapons, because the dwarves have their own style and the elves have their own style of weapons. But yeah. All right. So let's just go down the downtime activities really fast, just to choose what you want, and then we'll say that time passes. Unless you guys want to do a specific downtime activity during the day, then we can do that briefly before starting the ball in the evening.
I want to start training for leatherworking, if that's possible.
Sure. We do need to figure out which training we want to do, though. I guess it's... That would just be, like, the proficiency thing, I guess. Or would it be tools?
Learn new proficiencies over 10 weeks. I'm assuming you won't be able to do weapons and armor, because that'd be overpowered. But languages and tools would probably be the... I don't know.
Are you trying to learn the tools of leatherworking?
Yes, I want proficiency in leatherworking tools. I'm assuming Bobar was trying to get painter tools since he was asking for a painter.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
So which training would you guys like to do then? Or, I mean, the top one's probably...
I think limiting it to new languages and tools only would be fine.
Yes.
And then giving us the time of the bottom one. How do you guys feel about that?
And not the gold?
I'm fine with the gold. I think the time difference is just the biggest factor.
Yeah. Paying
Okay.
250 gold would be fine with me.
So you want to change it to 10 weeks, 1 gold per day?
Yes.
Sure. Works for me. I'd even be willing to pay more than that.
Well,
And then
we'll adjust the price according to, like, what it is exactly you're trying to learn, because I feel like there's some things that would be more expensive than others, probably, wouldn't it? I don't know. Maybe not.
I'd say like 20 gold a week would be fair in my opinion.
Oh, true, because this is per day.
Yeah, this is per day at 250 days. This is 10 weeks, which is 70. And are you allowing us to reduce by intelligence modifier?
We can do that.
Well, that's
So-
not helping me, but
Yeah.
Not it's time to train intelligence. Alright, so hold up. Let me... So you want to do... So the cost will be reduced by int mod. You can learn new language or tools over 10 weeks at 20 GP per day? Or per week? 20 per week?
That sounds fair to me. Up to you guys though. That way it puts it around the same as the 250 day one.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Unless anybody wants to change that. Sorry, we have to give Katie enough time to get pampered for the ball here.
That's my downtime activity.
sorry.
Pampering. Gonna look hot.
Yeah.
Alright. Katie, you can take an inspiration. Or what's it called? The, Is it inspiration?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah, it
it's been
sounds
too long. You can take that, and you can also get a +2 to your charisma for the rest of the night.
I think it's called like heroic inspiration now or something, just to separate it.
Oh,
but it's
okay, well,
inspiration.
whatever. Heroic
Yeah.
inspiration, my bad.
Is that the reroll a dice one?
Yes.
Exciting.
Yeah, so you can get one of those. And you also can have +2 to your charisma since you're making yourself look hot for the whole day. Alright. Let's see, what else do we have to look at that's double here? The research, maybe? Or, I don't know. I guess we'll
It
just
looks
go
like they
down.
do different things, so
What was that?
it looks like those ones do different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll just keep that then.
Yeah, we can decide on it later.
Let's see, building stronghold, carousing. That's basically just you go out and you gamble, basically.
Yeah, those two are also different things. Where
Yeah.
it's a work week socializing for contacts versus partying, drinking, and gambling. So.
Yeah, I'll just
Thankfully-
leave them both. That's fine. They're just listed as carousing for both of them, so I stuck them in the same section. But
Yes.
let's see, renown, perform rites,
I
run a
mean,
business.
we don't- Renown, we don't do that, right? We don't, or do, or
We
guess we
don't,
can just-
however, I didn't really ask if you guys wanted to do renown or not. If you want to,
Nah.
we can. But it's another system to keep track of.
yeah, I feel like with the ship and the crafting, we have enough.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. I mean, some people really love the renown system thing, so I left it in just in case, but we can just delete that. There we go. Okay. And then... Is there anything else that's double? I don't think so. Nope, that's it. Oh, unless if I scroll way back up, is the work the same?
I think
There were
they,
two that
they
were
work,
similar, but
they work together. I think they're recuperating and relaxation. They are quite similar.
okay.
Ooh, nice.
So there we could choose between. I say we take the first one and kick out the.
Shadow or Katie,
Relaxation.
do you have a preference for
Sorry, I
the?
gotta check my screen.
Yeah, sorry. But we're doing a movie night tonight, and my sister's bringing over some new ice creams that we're excited about. She just texted me. I'm sorry, we got distracted.
New ice cream.
Yeah, they're like Rice Krispie treats and then it's like an ice cream sandwich.
I approve. I want this.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
so
God.
excited. I love Rice Krispie treats so much.
Sorry,
Me
which
too.
one is your in between?
Practicing a profession and work. We're trying to choose which one. I
Oh.
think. Which one did you say, Stefan? You are.
No, for this, I think we. So that the first one, practicing a profession, it's just text. There is no
Yeah, there's no
Oh.
rule.
there is no actual mechanics.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
there isn't.
and then the second one, I mean, isn't as well. So I feel we can just leave them in. And then for the
Yeah.
recuperation and relaxation, I feel we should take the first one.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, basically the work one is
Yeah.
more just like you go out and work for the day and make some money on the side.
Yes.
But so the first one, recuperating, you'd want instead of relaxation.
Yes. But I feel it's
Any-
kind of niche, and we'll never take it. So
Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I guess if someone is sick or injured, maybe.
no,
I
we
should've
will
just-
train new professions until we can craft legendary magical artifacts. That's what we will do.
I should have just sent you the downtime link from that West March server because they have like a whole thing that they custom made.
I mean, if
And
you'd rather use that, we can use that too. I literally went through every book that I own and I wrote down because all my books have like a downtime thing and they all are different.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know which book to use, and some of them have like more options than others, so
I sent
Yeah.
you theirs. I never had any complaints about it when I was doing their server stuff. So if you just want to look through that later, and then we can decide if that's something you want to switch to.
sure, we can decide after today.
Yeah, you can read it after the camp. Over
But
the next 2 weeks.
For
and decide.
now, so you want to keep the top, get rid of the relaxation one for this one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. I will look through the thing after we're done playing, or we can
Yes.
just briefly look at it at the end of the session to see if it's something you guys would want instead of this. And that's
It is.
totally fine if you want to.
It is very comprehensive, so maybe over the next 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can decide over the next 2 weeks. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as we do it before we have downtime stuff, but for this downtime, we'll just use this for now, I guess. Unless you know exactly how the training something works in that one.
Theirs works as like a downtime bank. So I say we just put on our character sheet, we have one downtime day to spend and move on.
Okay, that works too. And we can decide what you do with the downtime later
Yes.
because you're not going to learn anything in one day, so.
I think it's easiest to just bank them and then at the end spend your days, and that's what your character is doing during that time.
Sure, that works for me too. Cool, cool. Alright, so yeah,
Alright.
I guess, can you guys all see the player notes section that I gave you?
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
Player notes, copy of downtime, player notes, KD notes, shadow notes.
Yeah. Stefan should have his own notes also.
Yes.
I think Shadow only sees Katie's because you're playing
Yeah.
both. But yeah. Alright, cool. So if you want, that's a spot you can keep track of your stuff, I guess. Your downtime if you
Okay.
want. Or if you have a different spot to keep track, that's fine too. Doesn't really matter. I just gave you that in case you want to keep notes of anything.
I just put it on my character sheet.
That works too. Wherever you'll remember, I guess.
Yeah.
But, alright, cool. So, Kate spent the whole day getting ready. She looks amazing. What does your dress look like?
That's a great question.
And what did you get the guys? What are they wearing?
Describe all of our outfits.
Right.
Thanks.
Yes. What did you go shopping for?
Well, I would assume that menswear is probably pretty limited with formal wear, so it's probably just like. I don't know,
Some of them
formal-
have different colors.
Yeah.
There might be some different styles, but for the most part, it's usually just like a very nice suit or a tux or, you know, like a nice robe.
If you didn't get me some fancy tights, I'm not going. That's all I'm saying.
Tights can definitely be arranged.
Tights.
Yeah, I think our colors would like coordinate, but maybe not like be matchy, because you know that's kind of cringe. But
Yeah.
does the boat have, I don't know, maybe like something with like a sun emblem on it somewhere so that it's like, you know, part of the boat or something.
Okay, sure.
A little more uniformy, but still formal. And
Very
tights.
nice. And tights for Bobar. Wait, you're just wearing tights?
Yes.
I hope so.
Oh my god. Alright.
What?
I'm a barbarian. I don't wear anything on my upper body. That's,
Well, you don't wear armor.
You just look like a male ballerina.
exactly.
Nice. Hey, I mean, if you're going dancing, might as well. Alright. So you're all very nicely dressed for the evening. Did you get any outfits for your birds?
Little bow ties.
Just a little bow tie.
Cute. Alright. Does Ice Hockey wear a bow?
Yes.
Perfect. Adorable. I love it. Do you want Angel Bro to come for this or watch the ship?
Watch the ship.
Okay.
Other
Wow, no one loves Angel Bro. So sad. I'm making a new NPC.
No, well, I love the ship more than Angel Bro. Sorry.
I think are we sure we don't want him here with us? You know,
Why?
don't keep in
Why?
mind for treating people.
Yeah, he does. He is the only one that actually knows people.
Alright.
And
Alright.
there's people on the boat, so it's not like it's unmanned.
It's true. You do have the crew on the ship.
I don't know. If we don't want him there, it's fine. I just having.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's fine either way. He's part of the crew.
I'm just scared if we get attacked. He might be useful.
It's true.
It's a little meta, but
Why would
Don't
you
know
get
none of
attacked
that.
at a ball? That's silly.
I don't trust any space at all.
Fine, he can come.
I don't know why
You don't want
Shadow
to wear
hates
bright.
Angel Bro.
I just, and I don't want to be metagaming like that, but like, you know.
I
he is
mean,
an
I
additional
guess
person
would you
outside of our side.
would you invite him to go or nah? You'd want him to stay on the ship.
Yeah,
He can
he can be my date.
come.
Your date, perfect. He will graciously accept then.
These boys don't know what's going on. So, you know, like Harry Potter, when Harry and Ron wait too long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
You're waiting
yes.
on one of us to ask you out.
Yeah, obviously.
You know what? Roll a d20. I'm curious how many heads you turn when you walk down, and you get your charisma +2.
Plus my total charisma modifier.
Yes.
14.
With the d20 roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 9, and then
Oh.
I have.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're hot.
She gave me +2.
Oh, forgot you had your bonus from the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a
Well, from the
genius.
bath plus the fact that
That
she
was, like,
literally
an
spent.
hour ago.
Nope.
She spent the
2
whole
seconds ago,
day.
I just said it's your bonus, that +2 that I gave you.
Oh, that book. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's all coming together. I'm understanding. I'm comprehending.
She spent a whole day making herself look hot. She's got to get something for that.
I thought she was just referring to your charisma bonus. That's what confused me.
No. Charisma plus 2. Bobar is going outside the window and falling to his death again.
Whee! To the windows.
Alright, so let me grab all you guys. 1 second. Need to group y'all. Oop.
Grabbed.
Wait, why can't I grab? There he
Things on
is.
fire. Got it? This is a fancy place.
Cat salad tribute.
Fireball.
What? Why are you casting spells?
Because I told them not to set anything on fire.
Alright. Let me move you. 1 second. Are you guys going to go down to, like, straight to the ball, or are you gonna go outside, or where do you want to go? So I know where to put you.
Is it ball time?
It's getting close to ball time.
Where are we expected to be?
Well, everyone will meet in the grand ballroom in the east wing.
Well then, I'd say let's go there, right?
All right. Let me move y'all there. In just a second. Get Hermes there too.
Oh, yeah.
Little bro. He's... Hold up. He's Kate's date. Alright. Poppy, move y'all. Whee! There you go. If you go scroll up to the top, that's where you'll be. In the grand ballroom.
Here's the shorty.
Who's the shorty?
Jay
Alright.
Lannister, is that you?
What?
Oh no. Someone play the piano?
Yeah.
So, you guys walk in, and you come from this direction over here. And this is the grand ballroom. It's a massive room. It has a very, very high ceiling, and there are crystal chandeliers and a polished marble floor, and the walls are all adorned with, there's like in between the various like these are all windows, and all the windows have those beautiful drapes, the midnight blue sapphire drapes, and between all of those you can see portraits. There's beautiful paintings, portrait paintings of Lord Blackthorn's ancestors surrounding the walls, and actually one of them is of him as well. And there's also a live orchestra playing in the corner. Kate, you may have seen these guys playing in the past, because they are all elves. They're a very famous group
Wow.
called the Sonorous Sirens. And
girl.
they came from Valeria. Basically, so elves are extremely rare, but one thing they're known for is they're crazy good at magic, and they're also really well known for their music and their art skills. And so basically, if you see a group of elves that are playing at a party, you can bet that it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Because they do not travel very far usually from their hometown. I don't know if you would know any of them or not, because they are a traveling group, so they don't really, like, stay on the island for very long, but they would have come home at some point in time, so.
Yeah, probably, like, I've seen a few performances, but, like, I don't know any of them personally.
Okay. That's fine with me. Alright. But yes, they are there. So you see some familiar faces in the room.
Oh, my people.
So, how do I describe all the people that are in here? You see Lord Blackthorn, who is up here. Actually, I should just share all the pictures. I've got pictures galore for y'all. Give me just a second here.
Mandor, is that you?
Nandor.
Who?
Is that Mandor?
First, the Blackthorn, and then Nandor. Oh, Ellie, I have to tell you something about that, the Blackthorn guy while you're pulling up photos.
This is
Oh my
Blackthorn.
god, he just kind of looks like Dalinar. So, one of the fantasy series that Chance and I read together, one of the characters they call him the Blackthorn.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just like,
I
and he's
see.
like a main character in the series, so it was like and his name is Dalinar, so it starts with a D, so I was just
Nice.
like, what the fuck?
That's
This is
funny.
wild.
That is hilarious. So, you already know Lord Blackthorn. Lord Denton Blackthorn. He's a very wealthy dude and charming. He's standing with, okay, if you see these random people, these are just random people. Random nobles that are also here that I was not going to fill out all their names and shit, but they're from other places. And they're not identical, and they're not all women. I just didn't want to confuse us by having multiple pictures, so
Fair enough.
those people are
Miscellaneous
people
partygoers.
that are just extras filling out the place.
Miscellaneous partygoers.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm picturing a
Um,
Bridgerton scene right now, so
You what?
I'm picturing Bridgerton.
Oh, Bridgerton. Okay, so you know him. He is your host. This is the lady from Brightsword. And her name is actually Lady Seraphina Brightsword.
Damn.
And that is her. She has this very fierce look on her face, and she has this intense gaze, and she is very well known for her skill with the blade.
Nice.
Wait, so apart from set aside the picture, I'm assuming that nobody is wearing
not-
weapons, right?
No, she's not wearing a weapon. I just have the weapon in there because she usually has a weapon. Yes.
We can tell by her hands hovering at where a sword would hang.
Exactly. She's constantly like reaching for it, but there's nothing there. And she actually, if you look at her, does look a bit uncomfortable or out of place. And
She's human though?
Kate, yes, she is human. Kate, you can definitely tell you're a woman. You would know these things. She is not a woman that wears, well, she looks uncomfortable because of what she's wearing.
She's like adjusting her outfit constantly.
Yes, she's constantly like fidgeting with her dress, like she hates it. And this is not her scene at all. Standing next to her is this guy right here. He's sort of chatting or trying to chat politely with her. She seems quite awkward and uncomfortable. He, on the other hand, seems very comfortable. And that is actually an elf. That is the guy from... Actually, Kate, you might have seen him when you were living there. This is the prince. Prince Thalarin
So I must
from
hit his ship.
Valeria.
Stop.
Yeah, the stag one.
Yeah,
Yes,
got it.
he was the one who came the night before. But he stayed out in the ship.
Do we know what this ball is for? It's weird there's like royalty and like this many elves here.
You will find out, yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like
as far as you know, you were just coming to be a guest of honor in place for Honora, and that's pretty much all that you learned from
So we can assume it's probably one of those things like
Yoshi.
Honora knew what it was about, but we don't. 'Cause
Yeah.
She didn't tell us.
And these guys are just assuming that you know, so they're not really saying anything.
Makes sense.
No one really asked, but if you
Nice.
do ask,
God damn it, Yoshi.
Well, not yet. We probably could ask Yoshi, but
I thought it was just like an annual ball or something.
well, it is an annual ball of sorts.
we'll get there. I'm sure we can move on. Sorry, I didn't want to
No,
derail it.
that's fine. It's a perfectly normal question to ask. I just was curious why no one asked it earlier.
Genuinely didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just, I guess we're doing this for Nora's sake. All right, let's
I
go.
heard go to a ball, and I'm there. And then I got here, I'm like, wait a minute.
And then, who else is here? Oh, the dwarf dude down here. That is a dwarf. And he is named Duke Thorin Iron Fist.
What?
Okay. Thorin.
Duke Thorin Iron Fist.
Mhm.
And he is basically the only one that is still decked out kind of in armor. It's
Suspicious.
nice. It's nice armor. Like fancy dressed up armor. But it's basically the best he could do. As far as dressing up goes. He chose to wear his finest armor to the party. And then over here you see this very elegantly dressed man. He actually has a lot of jewels on. Like an exorbitant amount of jewels. This is Sheikh Amir al-Rashid, and he is from Catamanca, from the north.
Damn.
And, you would know that Catamanca is known for... Basically, there's a sea up there called the Sea of Stars, and the reason it's called that is because in the water, there are so many glittering jewels that at nighttime, when the moon shines just right, it literally looks like there's stars in the water.
That's cool as fuck.
And so they make their wealth from that and also very rare spices. So he is flaunting his jewels. And next to him, this might surprise you guys. I didn't have a really good, a good picture of him, but let me see. Do I have a picture? Oh yeah, I do have a picture that I can share. There you go. That is his little, it's kind of, it looks like a small child dragonborn. Like a very young teenage dragonborn is next to him. And you'll notice on his wrists there are two like golden bracelets, very thick bracelets.
Manacles, got it.
Yes. Well, manacles without the chain.
Right, but
But yeah. You would know that this is essentially this guy's slave,
yeah.
basically. Which is a very common thing to see from Catamanca. However, it's very rare to see in most other places. In fact, it's very rare to see a dragonborn, period. So, this guy is clearly flaunting everything he has to the people here. And then in the middle over here, we've got a couple people talking. We have this lady, and she is Princess Giselle Valtorian. She is from Arkdale. And she is the firstborn daughter of King Valtorian.
Is she in line to inherit the throne? Or
She
is
has
this-
a younger brother,
Got it.
and he is in line for the throne. However, this party is a special party. Usually it's an annual party where all the nobles get together to kind of try to make, you know, deals or pacts or friendships or diplomatic stuff. But this particular one is of importance because this year she has come of age to marry.
I was gonna say, so they're gonna marry her off?
Yep. So
Debutante ball.
basically, this ball is not to marry her off, but basically for the eligible bachelors or bachelorettes or whoever to come and try to win her favor.
I'll be fighting for me own hand.
And then next to her, there's two more people. Sorry, there's a lot of people here, but it's important that we know them all. There is this guy. They're important people that may show up again.
How did he get an entire desk in here?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's sitting on a chair with a desk in the middle of the room.
I don't know, but he's definitely Batman.
This is Marquis Etienne de Montclair. Montclair, he is from Deep Grove, and he is known for his love of wine. And also, Deep Grove is known for making the best wine in basically the entire realm, I guess. They're vineyard farmers over there, primarily, and winemakers. And, oh shoot, did I not make her picture? Her picture, hold up. Next to him is his sister, Isabel. Where did her picture go? Sorry. Lost her picture.
Whose sister?
This guy's, Etienne's sister, Isabel. Just a second, sorry.
I can only zoom in so far.
I know. I clicked out. Give me 1 second. I'm reloading some stuff.
Violet's so cute. She sleeps
There it is. Wait. Where is she? Oh, there she is. I knew I made a note. There we go. There. That's his sister, Isabel. Alright.
All right.
I think. Oh, and also, I mean, you guys know them. You've seen them before. You may notice these people from when you were in Red Harbor. Yeah. There's some people here that are suspiciously similar to some people you might have seen dancing. That's Jean and Elgrin, the ones that they thought they were really good, but they were terrible, and they were constantly like bashing each other the whole time.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And
Why
you
are they
can see
here?
them kind of checking out their nobles.
Ah,
This is a noble party. So there are, and all these other people here are basically the lesser nobles. So the more
Got it.
important nobles I made pictures and stuff for, but the lesser nobles from other lesser places of the world are not important enough, basically. So this is a place where you will meet all the Yun royalty and nobles.
All right.
I think
Well
I
done.
got through everybody. Just double checking, but I think I got everybody. Yes. Cool. So with that, now that you know everybody in this room, the music will be playing. Actually, I have music for you if you want. Here you go. Beautiful music. So basically, these guys are conversing over here. They're conversing a little bit. This guy's chilling by himself. This guy's chilling with his little dragonborn dude. And Blackthorn will welcome you and greet you guys.
Do the others like take notice when we enter?
Good question. They will. Some of them will. Not all of them. The princess's back is kind of turned to you. She's looking at these guys. But Isabel might glance over, especially at Kate, and raise an eyebrow when she notices your ears in particular. And,
or something.
I don't know if these guys would be paying much attention at the moment. They might glance over briefly. This guy is all alone, so he would probably look over and give like a nod to you guys. This guy would probably be sizing you all up and checking out how much, basically doing the elevator eye thing. Seeing how much value you're worth in his mind, estimating how rich you are. And these guys are currently looking at the band.
All right.
A couple of these guys are like dancing in the middle. These guys are conversing over here. Oh, there's also this guy over here. This is Tobias. Tobias is a little server halfling. He's walking around serving things to people. Food and stuff.
All right. Well,
Oh, I have this too. But anyways,
well,
yeah.
I'll motion to Tobias to bring us some drinks.
Okay, he'll come over.
I'll say thank you and grab a glass
Bird
of
flew
something,
off.
I guess.
Okay. Yeah, he's got various like sweets and also various drinks, like wine specifically. Maybe some champagne as well.
Bobar, you're not supposed to thank the help. It makes us look poor.
Well, it's all about
You
the
notice
attitude.
this guy over here like jotting something down.
Oh my god.
It will be a very dismissive thank you, like like ironic that it took him so long.
I
know.
see. All right, and
I'm
then
like,
he'll
I'm just messing with you, Boba. Relax.
oh he'll ask if anyone else wishes for anything. He'll say cake, crumpet, wine, champagne.
I'll kind of like look it over and be like, not for me, and look away.
Very good, sir. And the lady.
I'll take a glass of champagne, but I'm not going crazy. Champagne.
Okay, Hermes will do the same.
Sip on it.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll walk back off, start talking, conversing, delivering to other people.
So who is actually a bachelor here? What is the competition?
Are you in the running?
Of course I am. That's the new game plan, you know?
Nice.
Marry Giselle, kill her brother, and we're basically set up for life, right?
Oh my god.
New life goal. Just changed. Okay, good to know. Bobar wants to marry the princess and become the
Yes.
king.
Screw the adventures.
I mean,
I'm
you
rooting for ya.
can. You
No, I'm
can if
just
you want to.
I'm just joking.
I mean, he would ask you if you're serious about that. If you mention it out loud, Blackthorn.
No.
But if you do ask him, he will mention, there's a couple good contenders this year. We have, of course, Prince Salrian over there, the elf. He's been looking for a wife for quite some time, and it could be good to, link both the elves and the human together. There's also, of course, she is also a bachelorette. Now I need to remember all their names. Serafina.
So, but I'm assuming that
he'll list off pretty much everybody here is a bachelor or bachelorette, other than like the extra people that are here.
Oh god.
But I mean, I'm assuming that this is supposed to be a heterosexual marriage, right? Set aside personal preferences from sexual preferences from the people. I'm assuming that
The
offspring is.
The history is that, yes, they would prefer it to be heterosexual just because then she can have an heir.
Yeah, so we need some babies.
I mean, there is magic in the world, so, like, it's not impossible to have a baby magically, but, you know what I'm trying to say. Yes, they'd prefer it to be heterosexual, but her father is willing to let her make her choice.
Oh,
So-
really?
hmm
Oh, that's nice.
However, her mother, on the other hand, that's a different story entirely. Don't get me started on that woman. She's very lovely, but ugh.
I see. So, what is known about the princess? Like, what are her character traits that are known?
Her character traits that are known.
I don't know.
Hobbies or interests or
Adventurous, looking
Adventurous.
for. I don't know. What floats her boat?
like what in terms of
what does she like to do?
Yes, hobbies.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Anything.
didn't know you were talking about like heterosexual or not.
Anything that can.
Well, she would be known to have somewhat of a fiery spirit, and she got into a lot of trouble as a kid because she always was like going out of the walls that she was not supposed to go out of and exploring the city, and Her mother was always very mad at her. Her dad was actually just kind of amused when she was younger, but the older she got, the more worried he got. What else would you
Okay.
know about her?
But still,
she enjoys
likes to be here.
poetry. And she also, yeah, she likes being here. She enjoys, she's extroverted.
Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of her scene, so she's okay with it. She would probably prefer to be like outside instead of inside if she had the choice. You would know that Arkdale has these beautiful gardens that they're known for. Like the palace garden has, or the palace has a beautiful garden area, and that's probably her favorite place. So I guess she's a bit of a green thumb, or she at least enjoys being around flowers and nature, and doesn't mind getting dirty, basically.
All right.
But yeah, she's basically a 16-year-old girl that is, well, just came of age. Has a little bit of a fiery spirit to her. And I think that's all you would probably know from talk.
Perfect.
But she's known as a relatively nice person, from what you know. So, Rave, what are you doing?
Ray is not interested in this child and has gone to talk to Thorin because he seems like an actual normal person.
An actual normal... You mean the person in armor at a ball?
Yes. The guy covered in jewels with a slave behind him is not Ray's scene.
I see. Alright. So you walk up to this dwarf. He's got this striking auburn beard. And it's very glorious. When he sees you, he will greet you with a very loud, booming voice. It's almost like he's not aware of how loud he's speaking.
Relatable.
But yes, he will be standing there and he'll be like, "Oh, good to meet ya. Who are you?"
I'll say, Captain Ray's, pleasure's mine, and reach out my hand to shake his hand.
"Ah, the pleasure's all mine, Captain," and he'll take yours. He grabs your hand. He's got a very strong grip. Almost to the point, like, have you ever shook your hands with someone who doesn't realize they're crushing your hand?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that, where he's just shaking it, doesn't realize that he's hurting you. But it's not intentional, so. Well, what brings you here?
Sailors all the time, so he's used to this.
Yeah.
I'll just say, filling in for Captain Honora.
Oh. Ah. I was wondering where the lassie'd gotten off to.
The grave.
The grave?
I don't say that.
Okay. I was like, you're close enough. You probably could.
No, I had to be disrespectful about Enora dying.
From 10 feet away, you just poke your head around. The grave!
Well, I mean, he is talking very loudly, so it's definitely possible she'd hear him.
Yeah.
I'll just say, yes, unfortunately, Captain Honora has passed away.
Oh, hi. That's a right shame there. I'm sorry to hear that, lad.
I say
She was
yes,
a good
it is.
a good woman. I met her
Yes.
one time. She came to visit us in Thalmodern.
Are you doing that intentionally, Ellie?
Do what?
Talking as soon as he talks?
No!
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was the character or if it was just accidental.
I'm gonna make a character that's like that now.
I mean, it made sense for the character, so I was just confused if it was a story thing or
Well,
not.
now it is that character, so.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm sorry, were you saying something there, lad?
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I know, it's just wait and see. It's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
the
like-
latency, I'm sorry.
No, it was hilarious. That was it. God.
I'm jotting it down.
Yes, Lady Nora was quite a role model for me, learning the docks and about the boats. Did you know her well?
Oh, I didn't know her that well, but she did stop by for a wee bit in San Muldoon, and she was a very respectable lady.
Was this recently?
Oh, what is recently for you? In terms of a dwarf, yes.
Last few months or so.
Oh,
There was
no.
some unexplained activity with her leading up to her death, and I thought there's a possibility it could have been involved.
No, this was at least a good 5 years or so. But that seems like nothing to me. I'd rather not tell you my age, though.
I understand.
I'm still young.
Of course, and I like pat his shoulder. But like almost all of my strength just so he feels it.
We're all young.
So yeah, he'll converse with you. Is there anything else you wanted to ask him specifically?
Nothing in particular. I just kind of like make small talk, ask him what he does, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, he would tell you he's made his wealth basically from mining primarily and some craftsmanship. He knows a little craftsmanship. Makes armor. And then he shows off his armor. He's
Nice.
like, this is one of my finest.
I'll be like, yeah, I'm planning on getting into learning how to make armor eventually, but learning how to sail a boat took quite some time.
It's a wonderful craft. You'll have to learn it. It's definitely worth it. I myself, I don't take to ships that well. Not much of a sailor. I don't really like water.
Yes, understandable with all that heavy armor on.
Yes, more power to you though. So he'll converse more with you, unless you have even more to say.
Nothing specific, we can move on.
Okay. Kate, what are you gonna be doing? Or is there
probably-
anyone that you fancy that you'd like to talk with?
Oh, no, I can't. No.
Save Seraphina from this weird prince.
Does Seraphina look uncomfortable with the person she's talking to?
She just looks uncomfortable in general.
Okay.
She looks like she would rather be anywhere other than here. It's kind of like if you go to a party and you don't know anybody and you're just like, "Nah, I don't want to be here."
Yeah, he was a prince, I assumed he was a pervert.
Yeah, probably.
Basically, she's here for public face, and that's about it.
Are people dancing yet, or is it just still kind of
Yeah.
people like? Okay.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
probably take what's his name? Hermes? Yeah, Hermes. I'm trying really
Angel
hard
bro.
not to call him Angel bro. I'm trying really hard to use his name.
For this one night and this one night only, you'll have a name.
We'll dance for a little bit. Like,
Sure. Yeah,
let's put
he'll
music.
offer
Appreciate
you
that.
a handout to go and dance with him out on the dance floor if you want.
Yeah, we'll do like a dance or two and then kind of mingle around, see if anyone looks like they need to be talked to.
Just because they need to be talked to.
Need to be talked to.
Well,
You need to talking to, bruh.
I don't know.
Is there anyone you want to talk to, or anybody that interests you in the room?
Yeah, we can go talk to Serafina and the prince guy.
Over here?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I'll walk up and I'll do like a little like curtsy thing to the
I'll
prince
just,
to make sure I don't get my head chopped off or whatever. I don't know what kind of royals these people are.
There you go. We'll have you guys have a chat with them. So who do you say hello to? I mean, the prince will give
Yeah.
a bow to you.
Yeah,
Actually,
I'll
is there anything that the elves would do? Do you have a special greeting or custom that you do to another elf when you greet?
Yes.
Because it would be
Honestly-
very rare that you would meet another elf, so you might have your own custom.
If each other.
Maybe no. I think it mostly would be like a modification on like a handshake of some kind to make it more fancy for elves or some shit. But no, I don't think they'd be doing anything crazy. I don't know. But also, he's a prince, so I'm not. Whatever I need to do to like, I'll dress him first and show respect. And all that.
Sure. So he'll hold out his right palm to you. Like out in front of him, expectantly for you to touch it.
Yeah, I'll grab his hand.
Okay. Well, you guys
Are you
put...
trying to get me to do this? I don't understand. I don't.
It's okay. It's okay. So you guys put your palms together, and then he'll make a quick bow to you. But it's a very quick bow because he's royalty.
Yeah.
It's not like a very respectful bow. It's more like a courtesy bow.
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't expect much from a nobility.
Mm-hmm. But he
I know where I
will reach out and do the palm bow thing with you briefly and say, I didn't expect to see another of my kind here other than the musicians. It's a very welcoming sight, and I must say, you look very ravishing and beautiful tonight.
Thank you. I will. God, my brain isn't working. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Take your time.
I'll tell him that it is always nice to see my own kind. It's a rare sight out and doing travels like we do. And I also did not expect myself here until a few days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'll tell him about we're here in place of Honora, Captain Honora, because she passed away.
Yeah. I don't know if he would know who that is or not, because I don't think she ever went to that island. But, he maybe would have heard of her.
I'll
Or
mention
he would
that.
at least know that she was supposed to be, like, the guest of honor here, so...
Yeah, if not, I'll mention that she was supposed to be honored and that we're here in her place or whatever. Enough context that it makes sense.
Right. Yeah, he'll say, well, that is a tragedy. But it is also nice to see that you are here. So, I guess it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
And it
I
is
will-
wonderful that you're honoring her here tonight.
We do what we can. I will thank him for that, and then I will greet Serafina.
Mm-hmm.
I'll greet her. Because I don't want her to feel like we're ignoring her. That's rude.
Right. She'll give you a little curtsy. It's very awkward. Like, it looks like she's been trying to practice this curtsy for weeks on end and never really mastered it.
I would like to ask the both of them if they're here for the princess's hand or just enjoying the ball.
The prince will have like the smallest of smiles on, and he'll be like, well, it would be nice. She is a very fair maiden, and it would do our people quite well if we were able to words are hard when you're trying to sound regal.
Yeah.
Basically, yes, it'd be nice if I could get her hand in marriage, because it would be nice to join our two people after so many years of being kind of alienated. It would definitely be a great boon for the elves.
I agree.
So,
We do need to
I won't
make more-
deny. And
I agree.
Bright Serena will Seraphina will just be like, oh no, I'm just here because, well, my father made me. She rolls her eyes.
That's hard.
It's only for one night, and the company is pleasant. She'll look over at the prince again and at you.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're at least enjoying yourself, if not comfortable at least.
Well, if I could get out of this, whatever this gown, if I could just get in my suit of armor, I would feel so much more comfortable. I should have followed suit with that dwarf.
Yes, dresses are rather cumbersome.
I suppose it would make dancing more difficult, though. Although I do feel like I dance better when I'm holding a blade in my hand.
Alright, I will thank them for their time, bid them adieu,
Okay.
continue dancing, walking around the room, enjoying music.
Is Bobar going to talk with anyone else?
Sure. Talked.
Sure, do I have to? You don't have to.
Let me talk to that guy.
Oh, you're gonna talk to the rich dude.
Yes.
Okay. So you'll actually... I was curious if anyone would try. Try being the keyword.
Oh no.
So, this guy is obviously very wealthy looking. It almost looks like he's overburdened with jewels, almost. But he holds himself very well under the weight of all of this jewelry that he's got on him. And he will glance over your way. He's eyeing you up and down. He notices your tights. He raises an eyebrow, strokes his beard, doesn't really say much to you. His little servant boy here, on the other hand, will perk up when you come over.
Oh god.
But he won't say anything.
I'll offer my hand to the guy and say, well, good night, sir.
You see him take off 5 of his rings and hold them in his hand before giving you a handshake and then putting his rings back on.
That man. Even as a rogue, I don't get that kind of treatment.
I know, right? Well, you also didn't try to shake his hand either.
Um,
And
Well,
you are...
it's very considerate of you, but I'm actually not allergic to gold, so.
You see, like, the slightest nerve twitch on his face when you say that. But that's it.
Yeah.
You hear his little servant boy give a little and then he glares at the kid, and the kid looks away immediately.
It's really nice that you brought your son.
Another nerve pops, and the little dude is like, and then he looks over at the kid, and the kid looks away. And he'll say, "I'm sorry, was there something you had to talk about of importance?"
Should I diss him some more? What do you guys?
Yes.
You're just poking
Well,
him?
no. I
want you to annoy him into having a stroke.
yeah. Okay. I'm on it. Challenge accepted. No,
Oh my God.
nothing of importance. Otherwise, I would have talked to the princess, of
don't.
course.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, have you talked to the princess as of yet?
He'll stroke his beard and think for a moment and say, "I like you. You know what? No, I have not spoken to her yet. I am waiting patiently to do so. She has been having her ear talked off by those two over there. That is her best friend, Isabella, and that is her brother, Etienne." And he kind of rolls his eyes.
I see. How far away is your home? How many days of travel did you have to endure to come here?
Too many.
I
We
see.
know where the place is.
You do. Here, I can briefly move you here just for a second so you can see. So Catamanca is way up to the northwest. It is a desert area, and it's just above the Sea of Stars. So, like, this whole area is the Sea of Stars.
Where was the thorn guy from?
Thorn?
Yeah.
Blackthorn?
No.
Thorin.
Oh, the elf
Dwarf.
guy?
Dwarf.
Oh, the
Whatever his
dwarf
name
from
was.
here,
Thorin
from
Hughes.
Thanmoldern.
Okay, he was from Ban.
Yeah. He's from
Where
the
is
elf
from?
or the dwarven place. And then these guys talking are Deep Grove from Heart Island over here. And then the other two are from Valeria, which is way over to the east where the elves are, and then way down in the southeast
Oh, that's
at Bright Sword. Yep. Yes. I think that's oh, and then the other people you already know, they're from Red Harbor. The people that came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Deep Grove is the French people.
Oh, and of course the princess is from Arkdale, from here.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wait, so the Montclairs you said were from Deep Grove?
Yes. Deep Grove / Heart Island is primarily known for its wine and vineyards.
Can't believe someone from there is friends with the princess from Arkdale. So far away.
It is. However, they do meet annually.
Yeah, true.
And they're nobles, so you know, what else do they do? They're kid nobles. They go for a lot of visits and stuff because they're trying to make political, you know, diplomatic moves. They follow their parents wherever. Or they're sent off by their parents to make some sort of diplomatic thing somewhere. And usually they go to the kingdom, so most of them would know the princess, at least. She would at least know everyone here.
No.
There you go.
So I'm assuming you're also here to form a bond with Arkdale. Not just
He'll
talk,
just
you
raise
know.
an eyebrow and be like, aren't we all? They are the richest in the land.
Well, based off appearance, I would have assumed that would be you, to be honest.
He'll smile and be like, I like you even more.
That wasn't my intention. What's going wrong? Do you know anybody here? Did you meet anybody previously?
He'll look briefly around the room, and then after a sigh, he'll start adjusting one of his rings and say, not likely.
Yeah, me neither. They all seem like a bunch of assholes.
He'll have a smile and be like, indeed. Very unintelligent ones at that.
All right. Well, I guess I'll point at my empty glass, and say, if you'll excuse me, and go over to the waiter.
He'll nod and continue fiddling with his jewels. And you'll see the little dragonborn kid. He'll like kind of give you a really tiny wave, and the guy will glare at him, and he'll look away again. All right. Were you gonna talk to somebody else then too? Or just excusing yourself from that?
Yeah, I'll grab another glass of wine.
Okay. He'll hand you one. And then he'll continue moving around the room to give more people refreshments. These guys are talking, and it's kind of like the two girls are talking, and it's more like girl talk. And the guy's just kind of standing there awkwardly. Not super awkwardly, like, he seems comfortable in this place. It's more just he feels awkward with the conversation. Because it's like talking about the latest fashion and the latest hairstyles and all this other stuff, and it's mainly Isabella talking the princess's ears off. And then him just kind of standing there politely because he's her brother and they're supposed to kind of like stick together or whatever. Isabella will notice you halfway through her conversation about like, oh yes, and this is the latest fashion from Lord Danton Blackthorn himself. I got it. Isn't it so exquisite? Look at it, it twirls, and she'll twirl around in it, and then she'll see you and be like, oh, who's this? Well, hello.
Well, hello.
Everyone will look over at you from this group. And the princess will say, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting you, Sir...
Bobar. It's
Sir
very nice to
Bobar.
meet you.
A pleasure to meet you as well, Sir Bobar. What brings you to the party? I have not seen you at any of these in the previous years.
It's true. It's my first time at this event, and it's quite spectacular. I have to say. Well, to be honest, we, my friends and myself, we stumbled into this party. We are
Stumbled
here.
in.
Yes.
We were, just walking around. Ran into a party.
Basically.
We are here to honor the invitation of, what was the name again? Yes, Captain Andorra, which sadly could not make it.
Oh, yes, well, I heard as soon as I got here, Danton actually filled me in, the princess will say, and the other will be, Isabella will be like, what? You didn't tell me? And she'll like gently bash her friend on the arm. And she'll be like, I'm sorry, there was just so much to do, and the ball, it's been a mess.
Yes. Yes, but let's not. This tragic event should not overshadow this party, which is all about you, as I have heard.
Oh, yes, well, thank you. She'll look a little shy at that, actually, and be like, yes, I guess this is all for me. Yay.
You don't seem to be too excited, to be honest.
Oh, I mean, my father decided long ago that all the noble kids would always meet together every year for my birthday, and my brother's birthday, and everybody else's birthday. So, after a while it gets repetitive, but I mean, I'm still happy. I get to see my friends. It has been too long. And Isabella will be like, it has been. And the guy will say, so, how long have you been a noble, Sir Bobar?
Well, I'm sorry for not making this fully clear when I introduced myself, but I'm not a noble. By no means.
Oh, I see. Interesting. He doesn't jot a note or anything, but if you look back at this guy back here, he's jotting a note. Well, this is a party. It is for anybody, so welcome. And of course, you said you are here in the place of Honora, so it makes sense that you would be here. And since you are our honored guest, welcome. Should you ever come to my vineyard, you will be able to taste the finest of the wine that we have.
Oh no.
He notices your wine bottle that you're drinking.
Oh, I'm not drinking from a bottle. I have a.
Or, your glass.
I'm the savage.
Your glass, I meant, sorry.
You just grabbed the entire bottle of wine.
He says, this stuff is pretty good. It's not bad, but he could have done better. He could have asked us to bring it over. I don't know why he didn't this year, sister. And she'll be like, well, probably because we've had to bring it every other time. And maybe they just wanted to try someone else's this year. It is our darling Giselle's birthday after all, and it was her. She was the one that wanted to choose the wine, was it not? And then she'll be like, help. To you.
To me?
Yeah.
Who says help?
Giselle, the princess. is they're putting it on her that she's the one that picked the wine, and they're expectantly wondering why she didn't choose their wine.
Now's your chance, Bobar. Save her.
Swoop in, save her.
Damsel in distress.
Well, well, I'm sure that the princess just didn't want to burden you again for her birthday with bringing the wine. Isn't that right?
She nods furiously. Yes, exactly. I mean, you guys had to come all the way here, and, you know, I just didn't want to bother your family or your parents and tax your crops. I mean, every time that I take from you guys, then you lose business because, you know, you're just bringing it for free. And she's babbling and they're like, we get it, we understand perfectly, it makes sense, of course. Good job. And she mouths to you quietly like, thank you. So then Etienne will be like, so what is it that you do then, Sir Bobar, if it's not too rude of me to ask, since you're not a noble like us?
Well, to be honest, we are on our way to live an adventure. I'd like to recite a lore, but I cannot really. So the king kind of declared that it's now the age of...
Oh, yeah, age of
adventuring.
exploration.
Exploration, yes. And I will basically, tell him that following the age of exploration, we will now set out to find some adventures and explore.
This will make Giselle, the princess, perk up, and she'll be like, how exciting. I would love to do that if only I had been born differently. If I hadn't been born as a princess, I probably could have been off doing some sort of grand adventure myself. But I'm afraid this will be the grandest adventure I experience in my lifetime.
It's gonna turn into a frog or some shit. Isn't
God dang it. I'm jotting notes down.
Well,
and Isabella will actually also be a little intrigued. She'll be like, oh, an adventurer. So you are strong then.
No.
She'll check out your muscles.
I mean, to be fair, you're just wearing tights, right?
Yes. She starts checking you out more.
The sole purpose of me wearing tights is that my calves are very, on point.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Got
she's
it.
checking out your on-point calves. And her brother notices that she's checking you out, and he's like feeling even more uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm sure her brother doesn't want to be around for that.
I'm flattered by a question, but I would say some people would deem me strong. Of course, to every man there is a limit. Mine is just unusually high.
Oh God.
This seems to intrigue her even more. You don't say.
Oh God, Bobar. You have become the king of two different countries.
Oh my god. Maybe the tights wasn't a good idea.
I know what I'm doing. No, I have no idea what I'm doing.
All right. Well, Isabella will be like, well, excuse me for just a few moments. I need to go upstairs to the bedroom and powder my nose. I feel terribly hot all of a sudden. Just if you'll excuse me. And she goes off to powder her nose.
Whatever that means. Boba has no idea. He's completely clueless.
She's gonna be up there waiting for you, Bobar.
Oh no.
She goes off to powder her nose for a little bit.
I see.
And excuses herself from the party for a moment. And her brother's just sort of face palming, and now he feels a little more awkward because he's just like standing there with Giselle and you all alone.
Oh well. So.
Nice.
So Giselle, in all honesty,
What is happening? What are you guys doing? You're still talking to the dwarf and Kate's still dancing?
No, I think when I heard Bobar fumbling through that conversation while we were dancing around near him, that I would have pulled Hermes off to the side so we could listen and eavesdrop on their conversation.
Oh, nice. Yes. Okay. So you guys come on over here then.
Yeah, we're under the ruse of enjoying the music, but we're definitely 100% listening to the conversation with Bobar.
Me and
Right.
Thorin are just staring at Bobar with our mouths wide open.
What is ice hockey up to? He's just perched
Never
somewhere.
knew had it in him.
is just it's just sitting in the corner.
Okay.
All three of the birds are up on the chandelier.
Okay.
Yes.
Cute. They're also all listening in on this.
Ready to swoop in at a moment's notice.
Uh-huh. Well, he might need help after that.
Yeah, I'll send my bird in to attack you if you need some help.
Thank you.
Yeah, distraction.
Distraction.
All right. So, what were you saying, Bobar?
So, Princess.
Sir
Giselle.
Bobar.
Truth or dare?
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
I like this game. Let's play.
You're not going straight to spin the bottle?
I mean, they do have bottles of
haven't-
wine.
I haven't finished it yet.
Are you asking her to give you a truth or dare, or her? Oh, I guess she has to choose one or the other,
Yes.
right? That's how it works. I'm sorry. I haven't played truth or dare since I was like in high school, so
I don't know that.
she'll say,
Yeah, they do.
let's go with truth this time.
All right. Well, if you had to marry one guy or woman in this room, who would it be?
Ooh. She looks a little taken aback, and this guy actually looks super interested. And also, this guy pulls out his notepad.
That guy is
And I lean in, so like giving her basically the option to whisper it in my ear.
She smirks at this and is like, I see that you know a bit of diplomacy. She will lean in and whisper to you so that no one else can catch it. And the guy with the notebook is like, rats. Like he puts it away and looks upset. The guy here is kind of frowning a bit because he feels like you're gaining her favor more and more, and he's not sure he likes this. The prince guy back here is not really paying much attention. He's too far away. I don't know if the dwarf would be. Well, you said that you're both staring, listening, so I guess he would be just watching what happens with curiosity. She will whisper to you, truth be told, it could be either the man standing right next to you, who is my dearest friend's brother, or it could be the elven prince, because, well, it would be a very good political move. Both are great political moves. And they're both decent men. I do know Etienne more. And then she'll lean back.
I see. That's a very rational reply, but I understand.
She'll lean in toward you and whisper again, although you are intriguing me more and more, and then she'll lean back.
All right. That's the most irrational response possible.
Yup. You just want to place Bobar as the king.
All right. Well, I think Bobar was playing it cool until now, but now I think the color of his face matches his hair.
Nice. The dwarf dude can tell what's up. It's very rare. He'll actually sort of sneak up and sort of like elbow you for a second and be like, it's very rare I've seen someone else's face turn near the color of my hair. Giselle will just giggle, and this guy will seem more uncomfortable. He'll actually say, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go check on my sister and make sure she's okay. And
Is
he'll...
he powdering his nose as well?
No, but he will disappear for a bit.
I see. Well, Princess Giselle, do you want to continue the game, or should we go back to conversation now that our Sir, and I'll turn towards him and extend my hand and say, Sir.
Oh, this guy?
Yes.
Oh, he will say, I'm not a sir, I'm a duke, but Duke Thorin Ironfist at your service. He'll hold out his hand to shake yours.
All right.
It'll be the same crushing handshake.
All right. Well, I'm very sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken.
It's very nice to meet you.
Some might take offense here, so just be careful with that. You'll want to know your titles.
Yes, thank you very much for the warning.
He'll give you a nod. Giselle will say, oh, well, I haven't asked you a truth or dare yet. So it's your turn, truth or dare.
Dare.
Oh, nice. She's like, excellent.
Well, I'm giving myself fully in the wise hands of Princess Giselle here.
I don't know if that's smart. She was known as a prankster as a kid. You're playing right into her pranksterism. She will say, I dare you to go stand on top of the piano and sing a solo.
Hot damn.
You do have your dancing tights on, I see.
Yes.
And she'll smirk.
Well, I would urge the princess to alter the dare a little bit. I'm not sure that the piano can support my weight, and I wouldn't want to disturb the furniture.
She'll look over and be like, fair, true. He probably wouldn't want me to break his furniture. Very well. Where else could you go? I dare you to stand on one of the chairs and do it then. They should be fine.
All right.
Are you
and do
dying,
you have
Katie?
a-
Are you okay? I just heard you
Okay.
coughing.
Oh, no, I was just
Doing
smoking.
drugs.
Oh,
smoking weed.
okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh, you're good.
I didn't think my absence would have been noted.
So, Bobar's going to give us a solo.
Yes. Well, I'm Princess. I'm already sorry for what's going to happen now, but
She's like, oh, I'm not. I will enjoy this. And she reaches her hand out, and like on cue, this guy just walks up and gives her a glass, as though he's just paying full attention to her and Blackthorn, and then everybody else is kind of secondary. And she takes a glass and takes a sip from it.
Okay.
I want to use thaumaturgy to dim the lights for his performance.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. There's two
Oh,
chandeliers. Wait, there's two chandeliers. How many things can you target at once?
It just says you cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute. So I want to like
Okay.
change their color and make them dim a little bit.
Sure, we can do that. What color are you changing them to, or you're just dimming it?
Can I do like different colors, like green, blue, and red and stuff?
Oh yeah, sure, like a disco.
Kinda.
Rainbow!
You definitely can. It will add to Bobar's chance of succeeding at doing a good performance, I guess. So, let's see. I guess you can do performance check.
All right.
And
I'll give myself
since
guidance.
you can use guidance, and since you have the lighting effect, you can also add a +2.
All right.
The vibes are set.
I'll go over and I'll talk to the elves.
Mm-hmm.
What
Do you
kind
know
of song?
Elvish?
Good question. Yes, I do. I do actually.
Nice. Do you speak in Common or Elvish to them?
I'll try Elvish, even though I have an accent, obviously. But
Mm-hmm. They will. The elf will definitely perk up when they notice that someone is speaking their native tongue.
all right, I'll explain to them that I have to sing a song, although I'm not really good, and it's a special request of Princess Giselle, and
Oh, say no more. Which song are you singing?
What?
let's do the cheesiest love song that we can imagine.
Oh, excellent. All right, she'll pull up My Bonnie Lass and I.
Oh my god.
Let's do it.
All right. So, what chair would you like to do this on?
I guess this one over here.
Okay. And Giselle will tap on her glass and say, "Attention! Attention! We have a performance for everyone tonight." And then she'll wave her hand gracefully in your direction and smirk. And everyone will kind of hush and quiet, and then the lights will start to dim
All right.
and change colors.
So, all right. So I roll performance with
Yes.
advantage, and then I have guidance as well. All right.
Yes.
Let's see how it goes.
Good thing you had advantage.
Holy.
All right. So,
Extraordinary performance.
wow. So 21,
22.
22? Wait.
Yes.
Oh yeah, 22. Sorry, I can't math. 22. Nice. Yeah, so Giselle is looking really, really like. Have you ever seen a little child where they're just like anticipating something? It's kind of like she's got this glimmer in her eyes, like she's just waiting for a disaster to happen. And then you knock her socks off and she's just blown away by how amazing your singing voice is. And actually the elves here are all basically the same. They're all watching you and listening and like, wow, this guy is good, he can sing. And this guy starts writing something in his notebook again. These two stop annoying each other and just shut up completely listening to you. Some of them are like dancing to your singing. Hermes will even offer Tate to dance with him if you want. And since the dwarf guy is next to her, he will offer her to dance with him since they're right there. Oh right, Raze is the light guy.
I gotta focus on the sparkles.
Yes. What is ice hockey or the birds doing? Are they just sitting up there listening?
I guess so.
Okay.
Maybe like flying around for ambiance, vibing to the music. I don't know.
Okay.
Not getting anywhere or freaking anyone out, but
Right. Making their shadows float around.
yeah. They're
So-
helping with the lighting effects.
It's one of the cheesiest songs you guys have ever heard. However, it's probably the best performance of this cheesy song that you have ever heard and ever will hear.
Nice.
So everybody starts to, it's kind of an upbeat jig kind of song. Like, it's not really a ballroom dancing kind of song. And actually the prince back here will even offer to dance with Seraphina since they were standing together. And Blackthorn will be surprised at what's happening, but he will sort of tap his feet to the rhythm as well. And yeah, basically it ends up becoming this big hit. And at the end, everyone applauds. The lights come back on and everyone is like, wow, that was so spectacular, amazing performance, bravo, encore.
Hell yeah.
I have no idea what's happening. So
Bobar has just become a star somehow.
He's like, was that good?
Guess it was okay. So the elf behind you, this one will be like, well, Sir Bobar, if you ever decide to become a musician in the future, the sonorous sirens are always looking for a good singer or two.
Damn.
And we don't say that lightly to a non-elf.
I'm deeply honored. I have other plans for now, but yes, I really don't know what to say. So thank you very much.
Also, you may take an inspiration. You may add on one.
Thank you.
Yes.
And then
And
I'll.
actually, you know what? Shadow, you can too, since you helped with the lights.
Yeah.
I already got inspiration.
No.
Okay.
And then I'll take a bow in the direction of the princess, and I'll,
Mm-hmm.
just leave the this general area.
Right.
Yeah, always keep them wanting more.
The princess will actually come up to you and excuse herself from the dwarf guy. And she'll be like, okay, well, I wouldn't have dared you to do that if I knew how good a singer you were. That was fantastic, sir.
Well, to be honest, I didn't know myself, but I'm glad that you liked it.
This guy, you notice while you're ending your song, or like halfway through the song, he and this guy end up sort of leaving the room for a bit. He seems to be like kind of walking out in a bit of a pout. And he disappears for a bit. Wait, where'd Bobar go?
Yeah, my token is gone. Not sure
Where's
what's
your
happening.
token?
I don't know.
Huh?
I didn't do anything.
Wait, what? I didn't take it, did I? No? Where does token go?
I'll drag and drop it again, I guess.
Okay, well that was weird. I honestly don't know what happened to your token. I
You
moved
just really
one.
want more.
I moved an NPC, and somehow that made you delete. I don't know.
He flew right through the floor.
Just that he's ascended to godhood.
From dancing so well.
Yeah.
Or singing.
Yeah.
Already singing.
His angelic singing taking him to
He was
godhood.
baptized by the angels.
I'm surprised Hermes didn't fly off with you.
Time to join the choir, boy.
Actually, Hermes will look quite surprised too. He will also say that was amazing. That was the most beautiful singing I've ever heard from another. Did I lose Bobar? Did I lose you guys?
No.
Hello? What?
I don't know. I lost the connection. I'm not sure if it was you or my side. I'm not sure. But
Oh, am I back?
yes.
Okay.
Well, thank you. I'll say to Hermes. Well, and to the princess, I'll say, well, that was fun.
It was. We'll have to do this again sometime. You'll have to come visit me in my castle. It gets rather boring. But you can make it more fun.
Well, that would be my pleasure. Yes. I'm still, to be honest, princess, I'm still saddened by your words that you cannot do the adventures you'd like to do. So if anything ever changes in that direction, you'd, of course, we would also welcome you on our ship to set out our eyes on an adventure.
Oh, her eyes will definitely brighten up at that. She'll be like, I'll have to talk with my father, but perhaps he would let me someday.
Yes.
While you're
All right.
talking, this girl walks off toward the restroom area.
Which one?
Seraphina.
Ah.
Or in the general direction of the restroom area.
All right.
And this guy, since he's done talking with her, will scooch on up and say, I hope I'm not intruding. I wanted to say that was an amazing performance.
Thank you very much.
What is your name, kind sir? I don't believe we had the pleasure of meeting.
It's Bobar, and it's not Sir, it's just Bobar.
Ah, Bobar. Very nice to meet you. I must say, I have not heard a human sing that well in ages. It is quite pleasing to the ears.
Thank you very much. That means a lot.
And he'll also give his friendly bow to the princess, of course, and wish her a happy birthday and all that.
No manners.
Is Kate or Raze, are you guys doing anything in this time period?
We're just watching all of Bobar's fans come and give him attention.
Right, yeah, like he's kind of got a
roast
line
and
of
thought.
people walking up like, wow, I didn't know you could sing like that.
I was just talking to the couple of weirdos.
The couple of weirdos.
Yeah,
Oh, these guys?
the angry couple.
Yes, they'll be like, Jean, does that one look familiar to you? Algren, how would I possibly know? I don't pay attention to dribble. And he'd be like,
Never glasses either.
they'll be just discussing you. Kind of like you can hear them, but they're acting like you can't hear them, sort of thing.
Nice.
Do you say anything to them? Or you just let them continue talking about you even though you're literally like right there?
I'll stand in front of them and patiently wait for them to finish their conversation before I introduce myself. But like staring straight into their eyes from like a foot away.
Elgrin will be like, I think he's looking at us, Jean. And she'll be like, is he? Yes, what is it?
Greetings, I'm Captain Reyes. We made the acquaintance of each other back in Red Harbor when we swept the floor with you in the dance competition. Oops, wrong button.
The girl will look pretty insulted, and the guy will look very confused. And she'll be like, oh, yes, that was a horrendous dancing competition. I did terrible. Actually, no, it was all you, Elgrin. You were stepping on my shoes every 2 seconds. And he's like, but Jean, I got these new shoes specifically for you for the dance. You told me it would make me better.
I'm just like, yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, so you're conversing with them. All of a sudden, you hear this scream, and you hear somebody come running in.
I'm aiming at the chandelier.
The chandelier!
I'm just kidding. I was just.
All right, so a maid comes rushing in, and she's frantic, and she runs to Blackthorn, and she's like frantically talking to him, and he's like, he holds up his hand and says, he looks like he's trying to register something, and he's like, no, surely that you must be wrong, that can't be. This is some sort of joke, right? And she's like, no, upstairs, I saw it with my own eyes, sir. I'm not wrong. I was cleaning the bedrooms and we'll end there.
Oh no!
Dun dun dun!
How many chandeliers does it take to take out a pirate ship?
Are you gonna steal all of his chandeliers?
Then we're gonna drop them on people.
Why? I mean, that's a dumb question.
We need someone with a catapult spell to launch them at a boat.
Alright, so I guess you'll have to find out what happened in 2 weeks' time.
Nah.
Nah! But excellent role playing. Hopefully it was fun for you guys. I got to see, or Bobar gave a spectacular performance in many ways. Also, I do need to let you guys know, oh no! Well, I do need to let you guys know that, so